Welcome, guys, to my Love Island USA Season 8, Episode 14, recap and review. We are back live after the show to discuss this latest episode where we actually got our results.
Yes.
Of course, they left us on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So we're back to discuss the results from our votes. And again, my vote mattered, so I was happy.
Hey.
It did.
So we will discuss how these votes went and who will be joining me to discuss this episode is Miss T Joy.
Hello.
Anita.
Hello.
And I would say, tell me, Miss T Joy, what did you think of the overall of this episode? I love that it was short, but
it could have been long.
It could
have been longer, but they wanted to do a cliffhanger because they trying to stretch this out so they get
to toss
right. So I was glad that it wasn't that long drawn out. But I'm gonna tell you, I really wanted to fast forward through Kenzie and Corbin scenes. I'm so over them.
I put it on 5 times speeds and kept it moving. So.
I'm so over them.
Yeah, there was a few
honestly, they could have went home for me tonight. So
yes, me too.
And how about you, Danita? What did you think of this episode? Other than that could have been long.
It definitely could have been longer, so we didn't have to have a cliffhanger. But I understand what they're doing. It makes sense. We're going to Casa soon. Yeah. Also, rev up some of the drama. I get it. So I'm rocking with it. I also did want to skip through a few conversations, but I was taking notes, so I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't think it.
What'd you think, Mika?
Glad it was short. But then I realized, I said, oh, it's going to be a cliffhanger. We're going to get our results. It was giving, the Andrea dumping a la season 6.
Yes. Wasn't
exactly
it?
What it was giving.
It? I was like, that's the drama they're looking for.
And when I saw the preview, I said, oh, okay. It's going to be the guys versus the girls. They don't understand their pick. I know what's happening.
Yeah. So, and this time they actually had to pick the boy, and the boys picked the girl. And yet we get the same
drama.
Kind of drama.
And it's always the boys. Even in season 7, it's always the boys that get mad at the girls because they didn't pick who they wanted to pick. Just deal with it. We ain't say nothing about who you picked, so why you guys say something? If I was those girls, I would go off. Like some sassy men. Zach always leading the pack. Always leading the pack.
Okay, so
right-hand man. Bryce.
That's right. My issue. They need to get they need to be cussed out at this point.
Yes, they do. They absolutely do.
And I honestly hope the entire villa is. Hamden is here. Hi, Hamden. Hamden says, people are losing their minds all over social media, but I'm loving this season and I love all 3 of you.
That's so sweet. Thank you. What they saying? Tell us what they saying.
Yeah, tell us what they say, because we tried to not be on socials that much, but I'm liking this season so far. To me, if they give us a good casa and push this through to the end, this might actually end up being a really well done season.
Anita, did you buy tickets? Are you going to the movie theater?
Have they come out yet?
They did. They came out that day.
Tanita, I told you to stay on it. I said.
I didn't think they had dropped yet.
I dropped the same day they announced it because I went and looked and I was like, well, it's not near me, so I ain't
going.
going.
You were the one that was actually able, because it was actually in your area. It's not even in my area for me to go.
My bad.
You were the one that was actually able to go in Atlanta, and
I didn't.
You missed the ticket drop.
I didn't realize
it was in 2 theaters in New Jersey, and I don't even. Let me see if it's even. It might be sold out.
Is it even up here? Oh, let me go back. Let me see. Okay. It told me where it's going to be at. So how'd I get the ticket?
Did you have to sign up or of like subscribe?
Oh, they haven't gone on sale yet. Not for me.
They added another theater.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, but it's in New York.
Okay.
And it's sold out. And this theater's too far from me, and this other one is too far from me. Like they're both like just too far.
Okay.
Yeah, mine still says we'll let you know when they're on sale. So I can't even get a ticket.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's good. At least you haven't missed out.
No.
Maybe they'll release them on Sunday. I don't know.
Maybe.
That's interesting. Oh, it does say pre-sale.
Yes, because it says opens Monday. I don't think they're out yet.
Oh, you gotta wait till Monday to buy the tickets.
At least here it says open Monday.
Oh,
yeah. This says pre-sale, so it's like still.
Yeah, mine's a fan alert.
And so the pre-sale is sold out, Mika. You saying?
Damn, there isn't actually any seats unless it's a handicap seat in this one theater. And then the one in New York is sold out, and then the one that's in between Upstate and me, it looks like same thing. There's only handicap seating left.
Oh wow, okay.
So, and it's in 4 theaters at 9. So it's only one type of theater, so it's not like AMC or iPix or even a local theater. It's really like one specific theater, and that theater is only in a specific places. So that's why.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you said it was in not Regal. What did you say, Zanita? The movie theater?
For who?
It wasn't Regal.
Mine is Regal.
Yeah, mine is Regal. Near you, it was Cinemarks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's Regal for me too.
Which is owned. I think Cinemark owns Regal.
Okay, and so it was up near Northern Virginia and DC, and that's like an hour and a half from me.
Yeah,
so it wasn't gonna work.
Yeah, see, I can't click on.
It might be sold out.
Well, it says no. It says no showtimes found.
Might be sold out.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Because the only showtime is 9 o'clock.
Alert.
I don't know.
Aaron is here. Aaron says, I'm officially done with the season. I despise all the couples and producers are rigging the vote. I mean, I think this was
Aaron, don't do that. Don't do that.
Hi, Aaron. But I really feel like this is a regular vote. Like,
I think I do think it was a certain couple that was the bottom, that they didn't want to go home.
You think Jack and Taylor was at the bottom?
No. Kenzie and Corbin.
Kenzie and Corbin was at the bottom, and they didn't want them to go home.
As soon as she split it, I said, "Oh, Kenzie and Corbin were the bottom."
Yeah,
yeah.
I knew, like I started typing it out, and but she said the only difference was she said Kata, because I was not sure if Kata and Zach were going to be falling into the bottom 3, swapping with Sol and Caleb. Or, but I had Kenzie and Corbin and Jen and Gabe in that bottom.
Yeah, I knew they were going to be in the bottom. Yeah. I didn't know if Kenzie, because I thought the Facebook moms group and them
they did vote for that girl, but I'm telling you right now, I was looking in those comments and they not happy with her.
Oh, they not? They voted for her, but they're not happy for her.
They're not happy for her.
Not Facebook. Facebook was voting for her. Them Facebook moms, but like Instagram, Threads.
Right, that's why she was in the bottom.
Oh no, Instagram and Threads. They nope.
Yeah,
they want her out the villa.
Yeah,
like
so. And honestly, I think she's not paired with a man that's going to pull her up, like I said before. So it's like it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you the order was probably Sol and Caleb, then either Jen and Gabe and Kenzie and Corbin could have swapped back and forth. But I honestly feel like if Jen and Gabe were like in that bottom, they would have just dumped them.
Me too.
Yeah.
So
That is interesting.
But this is standard operating procedures, Aaron. Like this is not.
We're used to this, not new
This
to
is what
this.
they do. They want them there for Casa.
Of
Yeah,
course.
Hey, Kayla.
Kayla is here. Hamden says, I know the girls dumped Gabe because they were tired of hearing all those noises coming from his bad tent. No, honestly, Trinity, we know that Trinity was offended on her behalf.
Right.
Yeah.
And they think that, and they feel like because he moved on so quick, and then they feel like he was also doing that with Kenzie.
Yep.
You know, with Beatrice, and they just feel like anybody that come in, he kissed Soul and Jen the first time. They just feel like he down to just sex and kiss whoever.
She
and
is
he's really not here for a connection.
And they were right. I mean, I don't know if I would have necessarily been my vote to send out, but their reasoning I understood.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. I mean, for like, I think for them it was honestly, it was like a Janae, Andrea, Melanie, Nicole situation where they honestly was like, no, Caleb got the short end of the stick. He got played by our girl.
Right.
Yeah.
And so at this point, we got to give him a shot to stay. So it's between Corbin and Gabe. And we don't think the boys are going to send out Kenzie. So we're very, very fine with sending out Gabe. Right. Jen will live.
Yeah. And it was split, right? So
yeah, they tied. So that means, but the same thing happened with the Andrea vote. They tied, and someone had to change their vote.
Yeah,
Liv,
and it was Liv. She was just like, okay, just choose that person because at this point we're just all gonna eat it. And they said the same thing. Like we all made the decision. We're all gonna eat it.
One band, one sound.
One band, one sound.
Can separate.
And it was like, Jen, we will explain.
Yes. And honestly, it does make the most sense with the choices that they were given. Because
I think they secretly wanted to do Corbin, but I think they felt in their mind the boys are not going to get rid of Kenzie, right?
Yeah.
And so then we got to deal with her doing these splits
because she would have been moping,
crazy, moping around.
Yeah.
So let's just go ahead. I think that's why somebody probably changed their mind. It probably was Theta, because Anaya and Trinity both wanted Gabe out.
I think they had the two, right?
Yeah, they both wanted Gabe out, right?
Yeah.
And then Kata and Melanie wanted Corbin out. Melanie got her reasons, but Kata, I guess, was like, he can go. But then I think probably one of them, it probably was Kata and not Melanie, probably was like, let's just go and keep Corbin because they not gonna let Kenzie go. And then they probably was like, all right, okay, fine. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll discuss it more when we get there. Even though I didn't take that much notes on what they said, but
I got some.
Okay, cool. Hamden says that people are just contradicting themselves. In the last episode, it was all Caleb deserves Babe better, and now it's Caleb should have gone, not Gabe. Somehow it's all the girls' fault. And I said, this is what happened last season. You guys did the exact same fucking thing with the Jeremiah vote, and then y'all got mad at Ace for helping to send Jeremiah's ass out.
And y'all put him in the bottom to begin with.
And I stand on that. Y'all can't keep blaming Ace for helping y'all do what y'all were okay with, whatever was happening.
Absolutely.
Until y'all saw what it was, then y'all was like, "Oh wait, no, that's not what we wanted."
It should have been Austin. Too bad.
So nobody on social media is mad that Soul is going home. Y'all was giving her y'all sympathy votes, but now y'all not mad at the boys
because it wasn't for Soul. They don't give a fuck about that black woman. It was for Caleb.
Yeah, that everybody would protect. Even so, in this episode, when Casey and Bryce are in the bathroom and they're talking about Caleb and Soul, Bryce specifically says Caleb was done dirty. He deserved better.
Yeah, nobody cares about
Bryce. But then it seemed like Bryce also, after him and Casey talked to Soul, it also looked like Bryce had changed his mind on that and felt bad for her and was like,
They
wanna
feel guilty.
wanted.
Honestly,
They feel guilty, but
they
not enough
all
to keep
feel
her.
guilty, but not enough to keep her. Honestly, because like we were talking before this, and my opinion about that last scene with the Casey situation, because again, it was Zach. Like, so you're gonna explore her pushing the issue, and he feels guilty. So he's like, it was like a well, okay. If I have to, I'll just explore her. So
because he was her number two. He was her number two. So it's like if it wasn't sincere, it was supposed to be you, but you didn't give me a shot. So now he feels guilty because he didn't give her a shot.
when he doesn't want to really give her a shot, because he just wants Anaya.
I'm like, just stop talking, Casey.
I'm very. He confuses me.
He confuses me.
But he confuses Anaya too, and then people say that Anaya is the problem. But this is what she's saying. This is what she's saying, and it might just be that he is too nice of a guy. But again, I said last episode, what did I say? He needs to learn to shut them boys down. I don't want her. See, if y'all want her, y'all can keep her, but I'm not going to explore her. So I don't want her. But he's not.
He looked like he was so mad that she was going home. He looked like he was mad too. He didn't look like he's not bold enough to be.
Because I think
not sassy enough. He's not sassy enough like Zach for him to be like going at the girls. But he looked mad. At first, he was mad because he thought it was Corbin. Him and Sincere both was like, I know they ain't about to say Corbin.
Not our boy.
And I think he was mad because I think they both were mad because they said if they knew that the girls were going to send out Gabe, they probably would have just sent out Jen.
Yeah.
Instead of Soul.
Guess what? You got to make your decision based on what you want to make your decision on.
Exactly.
Don't be trying to talk from my paper.
You can't assume what the other side is going to do.
And that's what it was. They both were trying to assume who everybody was going to send out. And again, you all have your own different, I feel like, reasonings of why somebody should be able to stay and somebody should leave. For the guys, Soul did her part. She's salty. Nobody really wants her. She can go. Jen I'm serious. Jen and Kenzie are in a couple with their friends.
Yeah.
And so they should have stayed.
Yep.
For the girls, Caleb got fucked over by Kenzie because he did.
He did.
Which is why people in America were voting for him.
But it wasn't enough.
And it wasn't enough. And Gabe basically got all his chances and he already fucked Jen, so he could go home. Corbin, he also could go home.
But Corbin's saving grace was that they knew the boys weren't sending Kenzie out.
They knew the boys weren't sending Kenzie out. They knew it would have been a problem with the boys if Corbin went out, and they it just made more sense.
And they didn't want to hear Kenzie's mouth and the victim. They were sick of that from day one with Zach. They had to keep hearing her talk about.
Which is why when she sat down, Kato was like, "You're fine. You were always gonna be fine." Which I knew right then. Okay, it's not Corbin, because she wouldn't have said that to her if they're about to vote out Corbin.
Yeah. No, she was saying that to her about. Oh yeah, she did say that to her.
Yeah.
Kato basically let us know who they were sending out.
Yes,
by helping out.
Please don't get us started. You're not. Right. Don't even open your mouth about this.
Exactly.
Right. Like, don't start.
Why when Jen sat down beside Trinity was like.
and then when Jen started and Trinity's like, I know.
We'll explain later. Anaya was like, we'll explain it to you later. You know Anaya got to take charge. We'll explain it.
Dreadful Ruby is here. Dreadful Ruby says, I read in the comments on IG that Soul went and turned it off.
What?
What?
I'll get over it, but that shit doesn't sit right about me. Sincere delivering the message feels.
I knew. I was like, they wrong for that. I was like, they just want to add insult to injury because why did he have to be the one to deliver the message?
Aaron's not enjoying the season. I've been watching this mess in season 1. I just want Sincere and Melanie out of that villa so bad. They were never in jeopardy, Aaron. I'm sorry.
They
Yeah,
were.
they
People
were.
were
Once they
so
got back
happy
together,
they were finally back together.
people
People
love
love
that man.
toxic
They
relationships.
love it.
Yeah, no, I
Danita
never,
is number one.
I never thought that was actually something that would happen.
Nah,
They think they go.
them in Casa. They won't go nowhere.
No, they think that they're gonna go to Costa and give Cordell and Serena and then give us doc scenes. Like, no, they've got stuff all in their head about what they're
I
gonna
want them to give Ella and Ty,
do. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
stick with it.
Shut it down.
Dreadful Ruby said Kenzie, because that is who I kept seeing on threads. IG, get her out. Yes.
They were saying that. Yeah. That's why they were in the bottom. Nobody wanted her in that villa. And they know it. They know it.
Kay is here. Hey, ladies
Hey,
in chat. I hope you are well. This episode was something else. This episode was standard operating procedures, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Chantel is here from Reality Realness, and she said, as long as I don't hear anybody talking about a backseat on this position, oh my God, please! Can we write letters?
Now, I feel like with these girls, I don't think none of them will say that. They all seem very much like, nah, this is what we said.
Yeah. Because it was the right four. It was the
what
right
four. What saying about Soul? I'm so confused.
Yeah, what are the comments? We haven't been on. We haven't been
online, so you got to tell us what they're saying. Honestly, this was the right-ish. I mean, because I would have put Kata and Zach. So
I wanted them gone. I wanted so many people gone.
DJ says, which artist is coming in this season? Meg came in last year. I think they spent all their money on Doors and Melba.
Doors and that didn't care.
But you know what? If Meg was smart, she would come back on and do her swimsuit line that's gonna be in Walmart. If she was smart, she'd come back on. I don't know though.
I don't know.
You know who else likes it? Love Island, Chloe Bailey. What's her name? Chloe. And she got a new single coming out, Chloe Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
the fans ain't gonna like that though, because Chloe gives reactions.
TJ says, I don't get the Britney hype. I don't either.
Only Mary does. Only Mary does, CJ. You're fine.
Well, I've seen a few people on TikTok too. They love them.
Yeah,
that's their fave. That's their ship. That's their clients.
They think it's gonna be another Orlandria and Nick because it's like DJ, because he's a DJ, and then because Trinity is has like her body type is like Orlandria and she's dark skinned, but it's not. It's never giving that.
Y'all just love Trinity. That's
yeah,
y'all love Trinity,
which is what Jennifer Ruby says. Trinity cracks me up.
She's hilarious.
She's hilarious. One conversation with Bryce, the only thing I got out of that is her saying, no, let's dead this. I'm not getting ugly. Just so you know, all my family still look cute.
My family ages well.
My family ages well.
Nah, buddy.
I was dying. Aaron says, none of these guys stand on business unless they're lying. Miguel, Cordell, and Nick are anomalies. Well, I mean, Miguel is not necessarily an anomaly. He just found his partner.
He was honest, though. Miguel was always honest.
He was always honest.
Yeah.
Because he made it clear when he came in he was going to be an F-boy.
Yeah.
He just happened to turn around.
And honestly, you just talked about 2 Pisces and a Gemini.
Yep.
Like, we're talking about 2 Aries, a Scorpio, like, not the same. Jeffrey thinks though the red pillar vibes gets worse each season.
Every.
And Zach is done with Kata. Zach wants to take this man in peace. I listen.
Not stretches, man. I was like, he just gotta get close to his testicles in any way that he can. I'm so sick of it.
So yeah, let's start where let's start because I want to get through this episode so we can chat what we think is about to happen.
It's about to be a mess.
It's about to be a mess. Some relationships might not make it into Casa. So Soul and Caleb walk together to the kitchen and share their disappointment. And Soul says she feels stupid And Caleb agrees he feels the same.
Yeah.
And so ITM, she should have known, but sarcastically says, silly of her to believe that the only person who was actually interested in her in the villa was telling the truth. But obviously not to the extent that he was saying.
Yeah.
And she says he preaches about open communication, words of affirmation, and all this other BS, and he doesn't hold himself accountable to that either. No. So I'm kind of like, you're just like blowing smoke up people's ass. I don't know. And I was like, yeah, I mean, listen, so you've got the jib of him, so I don't know what
you finally cracked the case.
You finally figured it out. If you would have asked more questions, you would have figured it out.
Yes, let's see more questions. Mel and Sincere do chat though at Say Less, and they hug and they laugh and they both say how much they miss each other because they just can't quit each other, honestly. And Sincere says he missed her so much and he was so stressed. And Mel says, why? You didn't think I was going to send you a letter? And he says, no, that's why I was like outside stressing so much. And Sincere says that as he was writing it, he was like, this was his Hail Mary. Literally his last chance. And he asked Mel, did she think he was going to write her one? And Melanie states that she kind of wrote it thinking he wasn't going to write back. She thought it was her last opportunity to tell him. They do kiss, and Mel says she was impressed. She really thought Sincere would pick Soul. And Sincere said it would take a lot more than a couple days for someone with a pretty face to come in and win me over from you. And honestly, listen, they are constantly, I feel like giving Soul backhanded comments because they call her beautiful. They say she's a pretty face. They just don't want her.
No.
Yeah.
And I think that we see it a lot in like the UK and some places. I think what people don't understand is it possible for none of these men to not want this girl? And I really do think they don't really want her.
Yeah, because a couple of the guys, I don't even know if they like women. The other ones are so coupled up, like kind of in their situation, whether it's due to sexual tension and stuff, or it's due to, I don't want to take that risk and I got a good thing and she a baddie and I just need to stick with where I'm at. Type situation, but whatever their reasons are, none of them want her.
Right. And this is not new because again, everybody that comes into Love Island for the most part are good looking.
The women, most of the women that come on Love Island are good looking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I mean, a lot of them didn't even look at Kata either.
Not really.
And I think she's gorgeous.
Dave only looked at Jen because he needed somebody, because he don't really think she all that. He do not think
so it's like, I do think for people on the outside in the villa, they just feel like, oh, it's not possible for these men to not want somebody. And I feel like that's the error.
Because I think for a lot of them, like that first conversation is very telling for them. So if I don't really kind of feel it, besides, oh, you look good, I look good, we probably would have great time in bed. But if I don't feel anything else after that, when I've been making this emotional, or supposed to be making this emotional connection with the person that I've been with way before you came in, why would I drop that? And there's physicality for just physicality.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
CJ says that this is couple/married island. We need to take it up fast. Hence Casa. And this is what Casa is supposed to do.
This is what it's supposed to. You're supposed to go into Casa thinking like everything is cute and sweet. And then shit hit the fan. That's the point.
Exactly. They're baddest. You hear me?
Everybody can recouple. Let's get a whole bunch of bodies in this villa. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I'm excited, because honestly, the fact that all these people are going in there thinking that they're married off,
that's gonna make a great time.
It's gonna make for a great time in Casa.
Cause somebody gonna fold.
Somebody's gonna fold. Somebody's gonna be.
The men are gonna fold. Oh, because I know they bringing in some baddies and women.
They always bring in baddie couple
right.
girls.
So the men are gonna fold. We know that, but I want some of the women to fold too.
Yeah. I just don't know which women that I want to fold other than
Trinity.
I said other than Trinity.
Okay.
She right now she's on my list.
I want Melanie. I want Melanie to fold and Sincere not to fold. That's what I want.
So you want the Ella tie fact.
Yeah, and I want her to bring somebody back. Absolutely.
Though CJ says, I doubt this cast will couple in Casa. They're too concerned about brand deals afterwards.
I don't know. I think they are. Season 7 was. Yes. But I don't think
this cast don't understand the show.
They don't even know what's going on.
They don't understand it.
Yeah, Dreadful Ruby, a girl. Oh, you said, I hope Melanie switches up in Casa. Sarah crawls back alone because none of the ladies checking for him. I know anybody can get in touch in Casa from anybody.
Yeah.
Trying to get into the villa, but a girl can dream. I mean, I think that we would all be very excited for that storyline for them.
Yes, we would.
Because honestly, I don't think that Melanie has gotten to explore anything with anybody for real.
Not really.
So on the flip side, that's also happening. Anaya hasn't gotten to explore. Trinity hasn't wanted to explore. I'm excited to see what Casa can bring us.
Yeah. Anaya didn't want Sean.
Yeah, she did explore. She didn't want him.
Yes, sorry. Backtrack because somebody on Threads had said yesterday or today that because she was equating Anaya and Casey's experience to Serena and Cordell, and she was like, "Oh well, Serena explored when she had to. Anaya hasn't explored." And I'm like, Anaya has explored. She explored Sean.
Yeah,
right.
Because
she did. She tried.
So at the end of the day, while I hate the comparison because honestly, Casey's no Cordell so far,
right?
Because Cordell literally when Serena didn't pick him, and she straight did not pick him, he like to his face, not to a door. He used that as his fuel because he knew that she was who he wanted. Mm-hmm. And he was like, oh, you want him? Because he can pick you up? I can pick you up too. And he's been picking her up ever since. So it's things like that where like Casey kind of does seem to harbor a little bit of insecurity about the fact that Anaya wasn't standing at his door.
Right.
Which, it's like, yeah, but at some point you're gonna have to get over it, otherwise
you have to get over it. Yeah,
because he wasn't as insecure about that. Cordell's insecurities were more in line with like Anaya's. Like, are you with me for me, or are you with me for what I can do for you?
Correct. Right. And then the boys kept trying to make it seem like Serena actually cared about what he could do or who he was, when it was Hannah that they were trying to push him towards.
Right.
So honestly, like it's not, because honestly, Anaya and Casey are like the flip of Cordell and Serena, where he's the regular dude and she's the nepo baby Jace, basically. Right. So
only difference is Serena had lived and Casey hasn't really.
Right.
So yeah, like and honestly, I think that's also why, because of the way Anaya feels, is why Serena, when she was feeling that, she deaded her situation with Cordell so that he could explore. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I think Anaya was like right at the edge of doing the same thing.
Yeah. If it wasn't for those letters, she might would have deaded it. If it wasn't for those letters, she might would have deaded it and been like, you know what?
And he would have been, and the Aries that he is, he would have been pissed off that she's pushing him to Soul because he doesn't really want Soul.
I know. But do I know? I don't know.
Do we know?
I don't think he really wants her.
I didn't think so, but I just didn't like how he was saying it to them because, again, you're saying it to Zach. Again, you're saying it to Zach, right?
And they're going to take it and
you feel like he's forcing you into it or not, you're saying it to Zach. So when all of this
problem with KC
wraps up, Zach is going to say it because you know what Zach's gonna be mad at? That he in trouble with his girl, and when you not in trouble with your girl, he gonna make trouble for you and your girl, and he gonna be sure to tell her Well, he didn't want to get rid of Soul because he said he was going to explore Soul, and she gonna be back mad at that.
Yeah. So, back to Soul. Melanie and Sincere are discussing their situation with Soul, and he says, "I told you, you make me feel like home," and so she just kind of asks him straight out, "So what are you going to do? Are you done with Soul?" And again, a lot of people felt like he wasn't done with Soul. He was also ready to like go in between, but I mean, he also here seems to have been ready to get rid of her as well.
Yeah.
And he says that no, he's done. He doesn't want to explore that no more. I think he honestly got bored.
Me too.
He did.
He has exciting conversation.
Yeah.
That's why I said I wonder if that first combo, because she at least had one conversation with guys, and I wonder if they were just like, you know, pretty face, but.
Mm-hmm. I honestly felt like that was what it was with Casey, because it sounded like he was like, okay, she looks like my type, and then it seemed like they had a conversation.
Anything else?
Yeah,
he looks good.
Yeah, that's all he's ever said. That's all he's ever said. Like,
and
she
you've had like 3 or 4 conversations
he
with her at this point. So at this point, if you really
and he always approaches her in a non-flirty way. He approaches her like a friend, like a bro. Yeah. Like, you good?
Even when he sat on that couch to talk to her with Bryce, he felt like he sat too close.
So he scooted.
That's why I'm saying what I'm saying, guys. I'm not just taking his word.
That right there told me I
want her. That's why I keep saying what I'm saying. I'm not saying it just based off what he's saying. I'm saying it based off the actions that I'm seeing from her.
His actions and his words be different.
That's what I'm saying. No, I get why you're saying it, Mika, and I really didn't think he wanted to. But what I'm saying is he keeps saying.
And that is my problem with him. And my problem with him is stop feeding the boys when when they are bringing this bullshit to you, because they are the ops. They are the ones that are going to get you in trouble. Because honestly, I don't feel like you want that girl. But you feel guilty because they're making you feel guilty because you were her other option and you refused her.
Meanwhile, Zach don't give a crap. Bryce don't give a crap. Gabrielle was sitting there. He didn't give a crap. Corbin didn't give. None of those other guys that she also could have talked to did not give a crap. You're the only one that's feeling guilty because you feel like you owed her that chance. You don't owe her nothing.
You don't owe her nothing. And again, we're talking about how these guys and girls, some of them don't seem to understand how the show works. Right. I think they feel like, let's say they watched last season. That was the whole thing. People kept feeling like they had to give these men and women the opportunity to explore them. You don't have to give them shit.
That's why it took Ace so long to couple up with Shelly. You didn't want anybody else you were talking to. You only wanted Shelly.
He only wanted Shelly from the beginning, and he knew that.
And you could have picked her and still been exploring.
Right.
Respectfully.
But he knew once he picked her, it would be a very similar situation to what we're seeing, where people are upset at Casey for even the thought of thinking about exploring with Soul.
Season 7 was thinking about optics. This cast don't give a crap.
They don't give a crap.
Some of them do. There's a few that do. But most of them don't.
I don't think most of them. So it's stuff like that. I do wonder if they understand it. Like, I feel bad for Soul, but if it's not there, it's not there. And I'm listening to these conversations with her, and I'm not hearing it there. The only person I did hear it there with was the one she did have an interest with, which was Sincere.
Right. Until he got bored.
Yeah. Joyful Ruby says it's okay if to focus on one person if you have no desire to entertain someone else. It isn't like they aren't around these people enough to know if it feels like it's worth it.
Just have regular conversations.
I was just saying this
already.
With Chantel on UK. It's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with it because you can learn about the other person in group settings. Like when they first come in and bombshell, you have a conversation with them. You take that in and say to yourself, okay, that was only one conversation. But even if they get coupled up with somebody else, you see how they move in the villa. You're around them. You're dealing games and group settings, eating. You see how they are after a while. If you feel like, oh no, I really like their
I
person,
can chill with this person. I can hang
you
out
can
with this. I can be
explore.
romantic with this person. Then you explore. If it's worth the risk, it's worth
Thank
risking.
you.
So, like, even let's take UK. I know people were mad at Simba for the Mika situation, but for him, she was worth the risk. It just didn't work out.
But he was so disrespectful with it.
Listen, I'm not talking about the way he did it. I'm talking about because people were, again, they're mad, like even with the KC stuff, they're mad that he even thought about doing it in the first place. He's
But
supposed
they
to
contradict themselves because they get mad that at the thought of him wanting to explore, but then they also get mad that he doesn't explore and say it's Anaya's fault. So it's like, make up your mind. Do you want him to explore? Do you not want him to explore? And guess what? Either way, it's on him and not Anaya.
And that's all I've been saying since the beginning. This is not and has never been an Anaya issue.
Exactly.
No, y'all try to make it her issue because y'all don't want to give any fault to him. No.
Yeah.
This is not a her thing. Even if they would have kept Soul in that house and it gets back to her that he still is interested in exploring, he would have been like, go. You have this what if, go figure it out. Leave me out of it.
Right. And again, that's my issue with the entire situation. It's that if you do not want something, you have to man up and be able to tell these men, I don't want it. I don't give a damn. Y'all don't want it. So why the fuck are you trying to push it towards me? She might be my type, but she's not who I want. I have the blueprint. That's who I'm focused on. I'm still open to explore. I'm not opening to explore her.
Exactly. Which is why KC is not a Cordell.
Exactly.
And that's because
those boys kept pushing him day.
And he was like, nope. Well, he did fold with the day, but
he did fold. And then he came back and said, actually, no.
But honestly, he folded because he liked Dea. Yeah. He didn't fold because the men pushed him.
He liked her. Of course. He
liked her. When he got back.
But when he got back and it was this type of situation where he had to actually make a decision and his girl would say, well, if you're exploring her, you're not exploring me. So
right.
That's where he had to man up and be like, you're right. I want you. I don't want her.
No matter what the guys were saying.
No matter what the guy said.
Especially his biggest op, Kendall. His biggest op.
Okay, I'm not even putting that one. Pito is here because Pito says Casey messed up. He should have saved her if he wanted to explore, which is why I also keep saying that I don't.
He doesn't want to explore.
He doesn't want to explore.
Or he would have fought harder to save her.
Or he would have, or if he would have worked harder to save that girl. Regardless of what Sincere had to say, he was just going along with the boys. That's my problem with him.
Because even if he really wanted to explore, then he should have been like, no, she's not going. I want to talk to her.
He didn't say it.
Yeah.
He did say, oh, I will explore. Because Zach was like, if we keep her, will you explore? He's like, yeah, I'll explore. But it was kind of like,
well, damn. It was dry. He was just like, well, damn, I guess. Like,
he's like, I would explore. But I feel like what they probably also cut out was probably him saying, but I don't know if it's going to be Anaya. I have doubts. I don't know if it's worth it. I would do it. I don't know if I should.
So we see he says he's 100% done with that. She says, okay, but you're not going to tell me this and then go run and do it. And he sits there, says, no, I'm not. This is what I want. I want you. I've always wanted you, which I agree with.
Yeah.
He's always wanted her.
Yeah.
And that's not going to change ever. which I also agree with. He says he's going to be open and honest, good, bad, or indifferent, or they both should be open, honest, good, bad, and indifferent from here on out. And Melanie says yes, and I'll make sure to be respectful too, so you won't see me act all crazy and out of pocket. And he smiles and she says, no, I won't be out of pocket, I swear. That's it. Okay, Mel.
He left certain things from their conversation in there in case things pop off at Casa. Yeah. So him specifically saying, oh, a few days with a pretty face isn't going to make me turn. Okay. And then for her, it's, I'm not going to pop off. I'm good.
Yeah. And he says, it's okay, little hot girl summer. And Melanie says, I don't have a hot girl summer. It's a lover girl summer. And they kiss and again express how much they missed each other. And Sincere says, I want to make you feel valued and seen. And Melanie ITMs that she feels her and Sincere's connection is so strong. And hearing how much he missed me makes me feel so happy. It gave her so much more clarity. And he's doing exactly what he said he would do. He's fixing it and he's going after her. And Sincere says, I feel like you're the only girl in the world. And I mean it. So while I keep saying, I have never doubted Sincere wants Melanie. Whether Sincere can actually be faithful to just Melanie from here on out remains to be seen.
Yeah.
But that's most of the men in this villa.
Yeah.
So Corbin and Kenzie are together in the speakeasy. And I actually wrote a lot more about this conversation than I thought I did. She wants to know if he was proud of her that she ain't told nobody. And he says, about what? And she says, about the kids. And he says, well, at this point, we're here, so fuck it. Who cares? And Kenzie says, oh, that's good because I told Jack. But she says she won't tell anybody. And she says she's happy they back together. She does feel bad for Caleb. Corbin don't feel bad for Caleb, though. What did y'all think about the fact that Corbin does not feel bad for Caleb?
She doesn't really feel bad for Caleb. And that's what pissed me off even more. Because she was smirking and smiling. And she was like, I was afraid there was only going to be one letter in there. As though she knew for sure Caleb's letter was going to be in there.
Yeah, she was like, if I didn't think I was going to get two, I would have been mad I didn't get 2 letters. And Corbin was like, well, you was always going to get one.
She don't care about her.
Don't like her.
Corbin says, that's a her problem and a him problem, not a him problem. He's like, my name is Bennett and I ain't it. You got to work that out.
Not. It had nothing to do with him.
And for him, Melanie knew what was up because as I said last episode, for 3 episodes, they were fake exploring. They ain't had nothing that they wanted to do with each other.
No, they were on the same type of time.
He souped his head up and thinking that Melanie was going to cry because he didn't want her. But, boo, she never wanted you. She wanted Sincere. And he was never leaving her for soul.
Right.
Permanently. He's just excited to be back with her. And she's excited to, what? Be back in a bed with him.
Of course.
She says this feels like the best case scenario. Being chosen.
Okay.
And that's all this is about. Sex and being chosen by who she feels like is the hottest guy in the villa.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's your pick me.
Yeah.
You want to call everybody else on that show one? She's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anaya and KC are on the balcony and she asks, what did he think of the letter? And she's excited. And he covers his face. He says he's not really an emotional person, but he felt something from that. And then Anaya says, yes, well, I am an emotional person. But like reading it, I was like, dang, it made me feel bad. I just hate seeing you sad. And I was like, I hate that it even had you like feeling like overthinking and feeling sad. This man was way overthinking because again, we said yesterday, where in his head was he coming up with that Anaya was not sending a letter to him?
I know.
So people on Twitter are thinking, I mean, not Twitter, TikTok, are thinking that maybe he thought Caleb. Because Anaya and Caleb do talk a lot in the back of various things.
Got it.
They reaching.
Yeah. But it was like, that might be the only other, because I think somebody said that Caleb mentioned how he has 3 people. Like he mentioned a number, and all we've ever seen him talk to was Kenzie. But he mentioned a number in some scene. So they was like, who's the other girls? And somebody was like, I think it's Jen and Anaya.
Okay, I can see that because it's definitely not so. He made that abundantly clear.
Yeah.
And then when
Cole made that abundantly clear too.
And then when Jen obviously sits down beside Trinity and she's like, I'm going to be single, Trinity was like, no, you're not.
Right.
Why
I
not?
was like, how's she gonna tell her that? She said
like,
Ariana just gonna couple her up with Caleb. Like, how you just gonna tell her?
But honestly, I could see them doing that. I could see the girls being like, "Well, we getting Gabe up on out of here. We can't get Corbin up out of here," and because we know Kenzie's not going to explore anybody else, so maybe Jen will explore. Because honestly, it looked like Soul was on an island of her own, which is again why I also feel like the guys feel
it just
bad.
She wasn't having a great experience. It wasn't just like not being able to get coupled up. It was everything. It was the coupling up. It was the friendships. It was not filling in. Because even with Jen, like Jen got Kenzie, right? Caleb came in and immediately locked in with the boys. Like that. She was struggling.
Yeah, she was
struggling. And the girls were trying to include her, but I just think it was odd.
It was, and I think she's one of those, like, I'm not trying to be offensive, but you know how sometimes it's those people who it's like you want to be friends with them, but they just have this thing where you feel like you have to try so hard to be their friend. You have to keep like saying to them, do you want to go to lunch? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And like try to keep including them when they could just say, hey, what are y'all doing for lunch? Or hey, like what's going on? Or hey, y'all got plans for this weekend? They never ask the questions, right? But then they say they're not being included. They're never asking you to go on a walk. Like you're seeing them in groups walk by you 2 and 3 at a time or whatever, and you feel like, oh, include me. But how about you just go up to Anaya or go up to them and be like, hey, what you doing? Let's go over here.
I mean, from
them, like be like, if you're like, okay, they're in this group, then pick one of them and just be like, hey, girl, can we go chat? And then you just talk to them and you get her to get to know you that you good.
Yeah.
Girl, it's storming. So it's something.
Oh Lord,
we're in a tornado warning, so I got you. But you know, you get to know that person, and then say to Naya or Trinity or whoever, they go back to the group and be like, "I had a great conversation with Soul, y'all. She cool people."
Yeah.
Like you gotta.
I think that's easier said than done because from somebody who probably I understand how Soul is. I am not good in group settings. And usually I'm a talk to me and I'll talk to you type of person. So it might not be the girls, but it also might not be Soul because it's just personalities. Because from what we're getting from offline, people say she's the sweetest person.
And she's sweet.
And
she might be sweet, but not but this isn't the environment. That's why I kept saying I was like, when I was saying people were saying they were voting for her for sympathy last night, I was like, I didn't want her to get the votes because I wanted her to be gone because I'm like, this is not her environment. Yeah. She's not going to blossom here. She's miserable. Set her free.
She had to be an OG because she needs time.
I think that's what she realized. She's like,
yeah,
if I had been an OG, I think I would have what I would wanted from this experience.
Yeah, even if she didn't get a guy, she would have gotten girlfriends. Like she would have found her place because we have those people where, like season 2, Mora. I feel like that's her name, right? Mora.
Season 2, Mora.
Mora. Yes. I feel like she couldn't be nothing but a OG. I've
said that multiple times. I understand why
not have come in
because that girl. And again, when she came off the show, everybody's like, "Oh my God, I love her!" And people would hang out with her, and I say, "Y'all were actually friends because we didn't see her talk to nobody, and it seemed like she hated everybody and everybody hated her, and that's kind of what I'm saying. I feel like sometimes if you have that type of personality, this type of environment is, especially if you have to come there to do a certain type of job, girl. You have to do a certain type of job.
The eyes every time it flashes.
If you have to do a certain type of job, it can be hard for you to get out of your head so that you can proceed to do both the job and also be a regular person, right? Now Erin says, like, I feel like the damage was done in the beginning when the house isolated souls. She didn't trust the girls anymore. I don't blame her, but I just don't feel like the girls
isolated her.
It was sincere.
That's what we're saying. They didn't isolate her. He who wants friends must first learn to be friendly. That's just how it is. Like, you must also, your friendship is also based on your actions. You must also learn to be friendly. Like, you can't expect everybody to come to you.
Because even though Jen obviously is super close to Kenzie, I do see her talking to the other girls.
Yeah,
he is connecting with the other girls as well. As the bestie is Kenzie, but she is still getting to know the others as well. And like, Soul would go and do her makeup and take it off, make makeup off and everything by herself. Jen was always in there with somebody else. Like, she was in the room chatting to some. Even when the girls squad was rapping, Jen was like on the side. Yeah. She didn't join in, but she was in the room. Like, you got to kind of like just put yourself, if you're not a big personality, because if we're being honest, those OG girls,
huge personalities.
So I can understand the intimidation. I feel like if I walked into that space, I'd be cool. I'd be fine. Yeah. But Soul ain't me.
Right.
So yeah, she coming in, when she came in, she was going to struggle. If she wasn't an OG or a Kata, she was going to struggle.
Yeah. So we do see that Casey says that the letter, I feel like you feel things very deeply and you know you need space. And we know that that's pretty much what was happening with Anaya, right? Like, she was in her feelings, and at some point she had expressed them to him. He wasn't understanding her, and she was just like, okay, we're going in a circle. Let's just dead this.
Yeah.
And until we can somehow come back to it. DJ says, I kind of miss season 7. Please don't be mad. I'm mad at you, but I don't miss it.
You like the toxicity.
I do not miss it. I like
I don't mind this.
A little bit of drama here. A little bit of love here.
I might love what you love, CJ.
Yeah. But no hate. Everybody has their seasons that they love. People love season 5. I guess not my type of season.
So yeah.
So I feel like today, being able to write something on paper and kind of like centering your thoughts and get everything out, I feel like that was a blessing for us, which is what we said yesterday, right? Like, this challenge was made for this couple, basically. To get back on
track.
Like he said, the words weren't working.
Because when they're talking, it's not working. Because he doesn't know how to communicate his feelings, child. I don't know.
And I'm so glad he said I needed that reassurance, because I told y'all that boy was insecure.
He was.
I told y'all. He is as insecure as she is.
Right. He was insecure, but the thing is, she wasn't the one. Everybody's making it seem like she was the one making him insecure. She wasn't the one making you insecure. It was your boys and your head. That's what was making you insecure. Jeffrey Louis says a season full of Huda, a full season of Huda. No, yeah,
no, right.
I can't do that again, ever again, never again. And even for as much as we don't like some of the people in this,
they're not as bad as her. I'll take them over her.
Like, if you watch her antics outside the show, she needs actual
help,
like medical help.
Yes, absolutely.
So like Danita said, he said the words just weren't wording, and Naya says, I agree, they weren't. And this was such a blessing, because I don't know what Casey says, they weren't clicking, right? Like, and I feel like being able to just write some shit down, I think helped us a lot. And I agreed because I do feel like we were put together in like not a typical way. And but I feel like I'm genuinely super blessed out of this situation. And honestly, they were put together in a way of, while it is typical for Love Island, it's also atypical for them to actually have found something.
Yeah.
Being
like normally that quote unquote forced couple.
Right. Right. Because even again, people keep trying to equate this to Serena and Cordell situation. Cordell chose Serena, right? While Serena didn't choose Cordell, Cordell chose Serena.
Right.
Like, he had an option between her and another girl, and he chose her.
Right.
Yep.
And went from there. So she always knew she was chose.
Yeah, he just wasn't.
He just wasn't. And even then, he moved in a certain way that, again, he didn't make it a super insecurity.
Exactly.
Right? In this situation, neither of them chose each other. They were paired with each other. And normally when we see that on Love Island, it either falls apart or it doesn't work out for whatever reason. They get dumped or you know what I mean? They don't usually last this long to even be trying to work through issues like this. You know what I mean? So, and Jeffrey Ruby says, yeah, Serena had legit reasons to be hesitant. His age alone, the girl fell in love. Yeah, like she did. But even for Casey and Anaya, what we're finding is, while they're both the same age, they're both, dark-skinned Black people. And so they understand culture. They do have differences.
Absolutely.
And those differences have impacted how they're able to communicate their with each other on certain circumstances.
Yeah.
And that's it. And so I do feel like if they continue with this situation like from here on outside the villa, I hope that they remember to go back to something like this.
When it gets to that point where y'all just aren't seeing eye to eye, pause. Yeah. Get your notepad. Go get your notepad and just write your thoughts.
And write from the heart what you're feeling.
And they wouldn't be the first couple that have to do that. There's plenty of couples that is their way to communicate when like
the verbal's not verbaling. Yeah.
Right.
So I do love that. So while people have fault with the mailbox situation, I do feel like sometimes when you're in situations like this, like we usually see this more down the road, like towards the end when they've already been like coupled up, loved up, or whatever. They're about to go either win the show or not. They write in letters to each other. A mid check-in here was helpful for this couple.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And she says, I don't know how I would be in this villa if you weren't by my side. And you could see that just even these more words were helping.
These words of affirmation.
Because obviously words of affirmation are his thing.
I called it.
He did. So Casey smiles and he ITMs that he feels great. Just reading that letter from Anaya gave him a lot more reassurance because I didn't know what she was feeling that. And so this is when I was like, this man was really worried.
Really? I said,
really worried. And
sincere.
They were stressed.
And like, honestly, I was getting pissed off and I was getting crazy. And or going crazy, but after reading that letter, I feel like all my nerves, all my angers, all my sadness kind of just went away. And I just feel like very seen, very special. So again, the way that he So again, we talk love languages, so it's obvious like he's very good at words of affirmation to Anaya, and she eats it up. But
he
sounds like that's because that's what he
how he wants to be loved. Right.
Yeah.
you gotta say that, babes.
Yes. But he might not, he's 23.
He might not know. He might not realize that he needs
Yeah.
that until he read that letter.
He
and
probably,
we're like,
he never took the quiz. He don't even know.
I do need these words.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's easy for him to do it for her. I don't know if it's as easy for her to do it for him, especially when she's in a vulnerable state. Because again, like even when she was writing the letter, wasn't it her that said that, oh, I think this is going to be corny?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so for her, it might be like, oh, I like all this vulnerability. Like I don't know if I could like push that out verbally, right?
It might not be her go-to.
No, I don't think it was a problem for her to push it out. I just think she was just saying it's going to be corny because I'm going to be talking about fairy tales and stuff.
Still
like,
right.
I think she was just.
But I think for him, that's what he needs, is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah. But I don't know that words of affirmation is her love language. I have not. I feel like that's her love language. That's how he tries to be with her because that's what he needs. Right. But I'm not sure if that's what she needs. I'm not sure.
She definitely needs some words, and she needs the reassurance.
Mm-hmm.
But I still kind of feel like she might be an acts of service type of woman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
We saw like from the start, like breakfast was very like intimate for them. Like she liked that right away. And also probably quality time, because I feel like she barely does spend time like away from him. If she's away from him, she's really just with the girls, and then she's back to so something like that. But she does say that I feel like the things you say to me, you reassure me, and then you make me feel very special. Huh?
Oh, did I freeze?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I think you froze, Danita.
Okay.
And
Joy froze.
yeah, you were frozen.
You were frozen, Danita.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you're lagging.
We got lightning.
Let me leave and come back.
Yeah, you're lagging a little.
You're lagging, yeah.
Mary is here. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
So she says, like, I don't want you to feel like I don't take that into account. And so again, she might not be sitting down and saying to him and holding his hand and say, you know how yesterday you know how she ITM to us that like all those words he said, he does it for her often, and she loves it, she needs it, and it keeps her going. She might not have been like holding in hand and saying, you know, I see how much you feed into me, and I appreciate it, and I need it, and I want you to know how much I love that you do that for me. That also might help him to understand that she gets him.
Yeah.
So she's like, I just wanted you to really know, I really do. Like, take all of that into account. And he hugs her and says, you know, I care about you for real.
Yes.
So very sweet conversation. What did you guys think, like, after recoupling about this conversation? Like, I was like, I feel like we're all back on the same page, and I still see what I see.
12 hours. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're back. I was excited at that moment. I was excited. I was like, yeah, everybody's back on track. Yes.
And then that ended, yeah. But yeah, because they were always in the same book. They just
different pages.
Caleb and Gabe chat, and Caleb was pretty disappointed about finding his mailbox empty. And Kenzie pulls him and says, I hope you're feeling okay. And she says, I wanted to say that that's not how I wanted things to go. I was like, that's exactly how you wanted things to go.
Yep.
Or you would have picked him.
She's a liar.
She is a liar.
Everything I said I meant. I was like, no, you didn't. I think it came down to who I felt the strongest connection with, which is what you could have already told him.
The one
you were telling this man that you could see you all together
On the
outside of
inside.
this outside of this show.
On y'all
And
little
you know
farm with
that
y'all
you
kids.
were not even thinking about him past the next day. You wanted to be with Corbin. And so that just was not fair. Like, she just lied. She was doing the same thing Sincere was doing. She was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And it wasn't an easy decision. I said I think it was very easy. I think you're the cutest cowboy that's come in here. Caleb says probably because I'm the only.
One. I was like, get her, Caleb. Get her. You're not
Caleb
gonna get
was
away
over
with it no more.
the
I'm not
BS.
believing nothing you say no more.
It's like at this point, just stop BSing me.
Like,
Kenzie, so how do you feel? And Caleb says, it caught me by surprise. I thought I would find a letter in there. And honestly, I really did like you. But that's my fault, obviously, for putting all my eggs in one basket, which is kind of what we've been saying. That's all.
because he did. He didn't talk to nobody.
Yeah, and it's very hard for me to have this conversation because I did see us having something and working out of here together, walking out of here together. So yeah, I'm frustrated. And Kenzie says, I know I still want to be friends. I don't know how you feel about that. And Caleb says, well, it's hard for me to find friendship in this right now. Because again, there's a way to move.
Yes.
So that you guys could continue a friendship. You did not treat Caleb as a friend. You treated him as a side piece, as a roster member. You treated him as somebody you could easily discard it when you felt like it, and when it was time, that's what you did. That is not no friendship.
Nope. Because you're respectful.
I was like, both of y'all trying to be friends with these people, and y'all played them.
Right.
I'm confused.
Because they don't want to be the bad person. They don't want to be the villain.
You are.
Did they realize it? Did they wake up and was like, oh shit, I'm on a TV show?
I forgot there's cameras.
Or is it that they realize, hey, America might not like us because we actually dumped the people they put us with? I don't know. I don't know if they think it that far.
Now Kenzie's gonna know because she was in the bottom. Sincere one in the bottom.
Yeah, I want to know how she's gonna feel about the fact that Melanie and Sincere got back together, and America was like, woohoo! Yep. And she and Corbin got back together, and America was like, fuck you.
What did I do?
Boo, tomato.
And so ITM said he's at a loss for words right now. He came in here and gave 100% to Kenzie. Your fault. And she got a taste of me, Corbin. I was like, shit. That's a wording right there. And made an obvious decision. Yeah, she went with the sex.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes me back up and wonder at times before this challenge, whenever she was smiling ear to ear, being all flirty in conversations, did she fully mean it? He continues. It's like she didn't. I want her to be happy. I want the best for her, but I can't help but be a little frustrated with it. And again, I don't think this man would have been kissing her in the bed and being so physical with her if he thought that there wasn't something there. And again, that's my issue with Kenzie. You should not have been basically leading this man on by doing physical stuff with him when he already told you that he's a lover, but he catches feelings hard. You're talking about doing stuff on the outside. You're making it seem like y'all are walking a path to be a very strong couple to move on the outside from here, when all the time you were never going to pick this man.
Yeah, but that's what she does, and she leads with physicality. If she doesn't know how to just have conversation and be in depth, and when she is in conversation, she's talking crazy. She don't know what she's talking about. She's giving out the wrong medical advice and all kinds of stuff. She's just simple.
Yeah. So Caleb tells her it was he knows this was a rough situation for her. But he's big on energy and effort, and he wants what he gives, and I feel like I'll get that eventually. And Kenzie agrees and says he deserves it.
Yeah, because he does.
Because he does, right? Like I will say, while we are kind of, slapping him on the wrist a bit for putting his all into Kenzie.
He seems like a good
Honestly,
guy, though.
he
So
seems like a good guy. He seems like that he is a loyal guy, and that he would do this on the outside for someone he felt like he was compatible with.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
and for a 21, 22-year old, that's a big deal,
Yeah.
right? And again, she tried to make his age out to be an issue
He's
here.
1 year younger than Corbin. Is he 21 and Corbin's 22, or are they both 22?
He said he's going to be 22 this year, so in his head,
So he's
like
21.
there's no
So he's
difference.
21 and Corbin's 22. So yeah,
Yeah,
and she's
so
23. So
she, I think she's 24, so it's 2 years.
20.
Um, so uh, Gabe and Jen chat, and he says he really couldn't write what he felt in English. So he wrote in Portuguese and then translated it mentally in English afterwards, which I thought was cute.
Yeah.
But we really didn't get much about their feelings from
Right.
this, which is also another reason why I'm actually okay with Gabe
Yeah.
leaving.
Because it's all physical. Yeah.
It's all physical. We're not really able to hear what he is saying, because it doesn't seem like Love Island wants to honestly translate what he has to say, like, consistently, I would say.
Mhm.
So another reason why I'm okay with him being dumped. But Kata and Zach chats, and she says she was so nervous for this. He asked, did she like the part about a boy from England would meet you from New Hampshire? And Kata said, oh, it's so cute. Your whole letter is cute. And he
Girl,
says,
their letter said nothing. Their letter said nothing. They talk about framing some letters that said nothing.
I was like, okay. All right. Bryce and Trinity chat the swings, and he says, I also think about that day that I opened the door and didn't know who was going to be behind it, and then the one person that I wanted to be behind it was. I will say he ate a bit with that. He chewed just a little. He chewed just a little. This is the first time I heard him actually say words that I was like, oh, the sincerity. You might actually like her.
No.
But I'm still just like, I don't know. So it's bedtime and the girls are excited, and honestly, Caleb and Soul are both upset. And again, I also feel like for Soul, she's also saying she's used to this happening, right?
Mhm.
And so I think that's also why she's kind of just like a bit antisocial, because she's, again, I just feel like she's the type of person who might just be, she's a Scorpio, so sometimes they come off as mysterious, but they also don't open up to people very easily. So for them, it can be hard to just be like an open book and be vulnerable to new people. And so the fact that she's also saying that she's used to what she's experiencing in the villa, already on the outside, says that, yeah, like, this is Soul. Like, she's not being disingenuous. She's being herself, but herself is
I knew that. I knew
yeah,
that.
environment.
I was just like, this isn't in the environment for her. No, I knew she was being herself. That's why I was just saying this isn't the environment for her.
She doesn't even realize we already knew this because your best friend yapping.
Yeah.
She said it. She was like, Soul has been done dirty. Soul is not a confident person. A lot of people have done her wrong. She's used to getting played.
Yeah, on family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I get that's why her personality is, because like Melanie is a Scorpio, too, and she just is more, it's just
More
that
confident.
Yeah, it's just the things that have happened in Soul's life, and I was just like, this isn't an environment. That's why I was like, I wanted to go home and put her out of misery.
Like
Yeah.
she said.
Yeah. And she said, "Thank you for putting me on a minute now."
Yep.
Everybody said, ooh.
CJ says, I'm sorry, Bryce doesn't let Trinity shine in her full potential. She needs a new partner ASAP. He's so boring. And this is what I'm going to say. I had the same critique for Bryce that I had for Sean. Both of them are 29-year-old men who, in my opinion, when you approach that type of age, you kind of are set in your ways. And I feel like they want somebody who is just gonna flip themselves like plop themselves right into their life
And fit comfortably.
and
Just
fit
fit.
comfortably. And even when we'll talk about the conversation that Trinity and Bryce have later, I'm just like, none of that sounds like Trinity to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it definitely doesn't sound like her age group, but it definitely doesn't sound like what I've learned about Trinity as the sparkling person that she seems to be. So that is, again, I feel like I'm quite concerned about her and Bryce's relationship as well because of the age factor. This to me, this 7-year age difference for me is like beating me in the ass for, like, because I'm just not seeing where they can come to. And maybe if she was like a 22-year-old model who had been modeling for like 3 years and had traveled the world a little bit, and maybe I'd feel different. But I just feel like he's done that, and now he's ready to like settle down
Mm-hmm.
and be at home, and
Listen to music and talk and watch movies, cook dinner
and
together.
just be there, just
She
chilling.
still want to be out popping it and doing it. It's not gonna work.
I don't think it's gonna work. That's just my opinion about it. Kay says, yeah, he did eat that little sentiment, just a little. He chewed just a little, but made me think he likes her. But I still got my eye on him.
Keep
Yeah.
your eyes and keep both of them on them. Both of them.
So morning time and oh wait, nearly every couple made out that night except for the couple that was made up by Ari, which is
Kate
probably
and Zach didn't.
they did.
Nope, they didn't.
Nope. I wrote that down. I said surprisingly no Kate and Zach.
Yeah.
Morning time, Trinity says, always trust your gut. We all trusted our gut and it worked out for us. And I said, did it?
That's what she thinks.
And the guys feel like Caleb got done dirty. So now we're starting to hear like the guys feel like Caleb got done dirty when Corbin's not in the room. And which more than likely means the girls also feel like Caleb got done dirty.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he did. Everybody knows he got done dirty.
Because he was brought in for her.
Right.
And then Corbin Bryson's sincere chat, and he doesn't know what to say to Soul because at this point he hasn't talked to her. And they said, well, he should just talk to her and say as close to the truth as possible. And then he asked,
why did he ask them to? I was like,
because they're the kings. Did you not hear him? I'm calling the kings.
Yeah.
I heard him say that, and I was like,
when did these three become the kings?
I know. I don't know.
Okay.
I know they knew not to like push this because of what happened last season. So I'm just glad that we're not consistently getting it on our screens.
Right.
Because this is toxic F boy SF.
Right.
But they asked, well, was he just biding his time with Soul? And he admits he was. Mm-hmm. And he ITMs, he did use Soul, and then he gives us a metaphor I refuse to write down because I'm just like, I am tired of you.
You have a red wire and another red wire, and you don't know which wire to cut.
You see, it's three red wires, and you're like, and they're like, cut the red wire, and you're like, which red wire? But how even relate to what he's saying.
Well, yes, he did.
It doesn't. I'm like, these people just talk to be talking.
Him and the Wire, Soul with the pies. I said, please.
So Bryce asks, now, of course, we get to the point of why I'm sure the boys want to talk to him. Well, will Mel revert? And I was like, revert to what?
Crashing out.
They just want to put down his head and take the wind out of the sail, and you know.
I wonder how they're going to feel about the fact that they were in the top.
Oh, they're gonna hate it, and now they're gonna hate on it, and they're gonna probably start telling him anything Mel do. You see, she going back.
Because now they're the fourth strongest couple.
Yep.
The three were there.
Yeah.
Now they have their fourth strong one.
Yeah.
Zach watching, Bryce watching.
Yep.
So Soul and Jen chat, and Soul says it sucks that they came in so late. She didn't realize everybody would be so closed up. And I'm like, yeah, baby, this is not the villa.
This ain't the season. If you would have came in last year, girl, you probably would have turned you guys head. Okay.
Yeah. Soul had come in last season.
Yeah,
Nick might have tried.
Yeah.
You would have had all of them looking at you.
Yeah.
Like, you would have really bombshelled last season.
Yeah, she would have.
This ain't the cast. I don't even think season 6 would have been the cast.
No.
I can't think of anybody in season 6 who would have been.
I can't either. Not really.
Not really into. Maybe Kendall.
No.
She too brown.
She's too black for him.
Yeah, but I think once they started talking, he would have been.
He would have been like, because that's how it was with him and Sierra.
Yeah.
It was that one talking, and it was like, okay.
Yeah. So Jen says, honestly, she dodged the bullet because Sincere did her dirty. And Soul agrees and says, like, he can eat her ass, lying piece of shit. No style.
She went in this episode, honey. She said, I know I'm going home, so I was going to let it all out.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And Jen laughs and asks, does she see anything with Caleb and Soul admits she could try, but she doesn't see anything romantic.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, when I've seen Soul and Caleb chat, I feel and see nothing. Like nothing. But then when like he chats to Jen, I can see, I said, okay, this could work.
I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, CJ. At least Soul gave us something before at least she was going in on. So,
yeah, she was at her wit's end on this episode, and she was tired. The people don't play.
We might get one tomorrow.
Yeah, we might get more tomorrow. So Zach and Caleb head to the fire pit, and Zach asks Caleb what's his game plan, and Caleb says he doesn't know. Zach says that he should explore that which was Soul, and chat to anyone else that he's interested in, and that's when he mentions that he had like 2 other options, but not by name. And Caleb says he's really just can't turn his feelings off for someone, but he also says now that they went through this and saw Kenzie's true colors, he's turned off from it. And I said, well, at least you learned that, because you should be taken off by what Kenzie did. And Zach says, well, speak to Soul. And then I couldn't understand. Did he say, and I'll speak to Kata?
No, he said,
he told him to
everybody for a chat. Pull Kata.
Including Kata.
He's just letting him know, you can also pull my girl. I don't care.
I don't understand Zach, honestly.
Because he know his girl ain't going nowhere. He just telling him to pull everybody.
So Sincere pulls Soul. And Soul says, I just don't understand why you had to lie. I wasn't going to spank you.
Thank you.
And Sincere does say he didn't mean to do that, but he does admit that he did do that.
Yeah.
And he says that he just had a stronger connection with Melanie. And Soul says, well, then you should have just said that. And he tries to say that Soul wasn't an angel. And she says, but I didn't do anything wrong. What which she
Tell
didn't.
me what I did wrong, and he couldn't tell her nothing she
He
did
couldn't
wrong.
tell her because she didn't do anything wrong.
Exactly.
So Melanie and Sincere chat, and he tells her about the conversation, and Melanie also agrees that Soul's feelings are valid because you kind of did play it. And I could be saying "fuck you" to you right now because he told Melanie that Soul said "fuck you" when she didn't say "fuck you."
No, she didn't.
She dropped a bunch of F-bombs.
Unless it was cut out, we didn't hear it. And so Melanie does say, "I'm just not because I want you," but like she's not wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
And then she gets up and walks away. And I was like, you know what, Mel? Respect. Respect. Because pretty much that's what you should be saying to him. Jen and Soul chat again, and Jen says she didn't do anything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And Jen says that he put you two in the middle of this, and the issue is not with y'all, it's with him.
Mm-hmm. Jen does not like him. Okay.
She does not. She has not liked him since
Not a
they
fan.
got. Nah. Trinity and Bryce chat, and Trinity asks, "What does he want out of this?" And he says, "I want a partner he can build something with." He says, "Everything with you is so incredible. I just want someone like I can fucking vibe with, just chill, listen to records, spend most of my life talking to." And I'm again like not hearing where he's putting Trinity in this.
Because that does not sound like the life she wants right now.
It doesn't sound like the life
that he said he wants somebody who can.
And it doesn't. It sounds like he's still waiting on that person
to come in. I agree.
And so he says, that's most important because we're all gonna get ugly. And Trinity says, "I'm not gonna get ugly.
Black don't crack, honey. I'm good.
Me and my people, we age well.
We age well."
And Bryce says, "Age doesn't fuck around." Trinity says, "I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna get ugly."
She's like, "I got examples. I'm
like,
not gonna get
everybody in my family age good." So
yeah. She's like, "I'm good."
He says, "Well, me then." And Trinity says, "No, you're not gonna get ugly. You look good."
He gonna get ugly.
And I'm just like Trinity. I don't know.
Oh,
He might not age well. So Bryce says, "I need to get you on house music." And again, this is a him thing, and I'm not hearing. Well, what kind of music do you like? Like, what do you want to listen to when you're in the house? Do you like music a lot? It was everything kind of more like I just didn't feel like he was pulling her into the conversation. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm nitpicking.
I mean, she specifically was asking him questions about himself.
Yeah.
So technically he was doing correct. Like he was answering about himself. It wasn't about how do I include Trinity in this. You want to know about me. So I DJ, I do house music. I got a connection with my stepfather. He basically saved my life. I want somebody to settle down with. Like she asked him, what does he want?
He was telling her the things that he likes.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm not seeing where that transitions to their relationship at all.
But it wasn't supposed to transition.
Yes,
it was just asking what I want to know about. She prefaced it when she sat down. I want to know about you. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it was supposed to include their relationship.
Yeah, she didn't ask nothing about there because she was just like, what all she asked about for them was, what do you want out of this experience? It still wasn't us.
Okay.
What do you want from this?
I was equating it to this.
Not when he went on to talking about the DJing and his stepdad and everything, I thought, okay, this isn't just y'all two.
Right. That's why I keep bringing it back that I'm not understanding how this has to do with.
Yeah. To him, he probably if she wanted him to talk about the relationship, she should have said, "What do you want to come from me and you?" She said, "What do you want out of this experience like this?" And I think he felt like overall, and she said, "I want to know about you." And so he took that to me.
Double down.
Oh, you want to know my thoughts and my feelings, and about who shaped my life, and
it was a very let's learn about Bryce conversation.
Yeah. And
he
the
said,
fact that we almost 3 weeks in and y'all just having this conversation.
"Oh, that was like I was just about to go there because I was like now she's asking him how long did it take him to learn to DJ? Was it hard? That's like y'all ain't talking about
first things I would have talked about.
They ain't talking nothing about this stuff.
And he said, "Oh, it's a couple months because I was producing, which is way harder." And Trinity's like, "So you were making beats?" And Bryce is saying he was doing everything. And he says, growing up, and then he tells the story about his father and stepfather, and growing up in Vegas and growing up around music and stuff. So was there anything else y'all took away from that conversation?
He normally has sex first.
Yeah, which is also concerning.
And this is why they're just now getting this conversation, because he don't get to know you till after he has sex with you. So
that's what he said.
He haven't had sex with her yet, so I guess he didn't feel the need to.
But he's refusing to have sex, right? Like he's refusing to go there. So, and I still am like, because the conversation he had with Zach that
he had to stop her. Yeah,
and that he I don't remember if it was Zach that he would have sex with her, but he's refusing to have sex with her.
Yeah, it was with Zach. He said he stopped her because she wanted to have sex. And he stopped her.
So then Soul and Caleb chat and they talk about each other, and honestly I didn't write much about this conversation except for that her equating him to an apple pie.
Pretty much.
She doesn't like apple pie.
And
she might like a Honeycrisp apple pie, but she doesn't even know if he's a Honeycrisp apple pie. She don't want it.
And I said she's been hanging around Sincere for way too long.
Because I'm like, girl, where did these metaphors come from?
Like that's all I got for this. I was like, she was hanging around. She was just hanging around.
All I had in my head was the picture of them sitting beside each other when they got coupled up, and they put her hair on him and his hair on her. Mm-hmm. That's all I had in my head because I was just like, y'all are morphing into one person.
Yeah. No. So nighttime arises and the boys ask Sincere how his convo with Soul went, and he kind of brushed it off because he also kind of was like, "Oh, she told me to F off," and I said, like, "Again, guys, that's not what she did.
She didn't say that.
She didn't do that.
And she even fist bumped you when she got up.
Yeah, she's like,
we're cool. They said we're cool.
We're cool. Bye.
Bye.
Mary says, let's normalize being on a friendship couple. I mean, because y'all could just be that.
Mm-hmm. Again, they don't realize what's coming next.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know who's gonna be up in that building.
Yeah. Because honestly, last season when Jeremiah and Iris coupled up after the Huda stuff, and I was like, I don't think they like everybody. No, he's really into. I said he don't like her. She don't like him. I said, but I am happy that they chose friendship.
You need to get away from Huda.
Yes, so he could get away from Huda.
That was it.
Works for me. Jen and Gabe chat outside about the outside and that they only want to pursue each other. And she comments on his outfit. And she feels like they're connected.
He was giving like boys in motion.
Did we talk about her giving BJs on camera? She has, these people don't care about nothing, do they? I don't care about nothing.
They do not.
Again, she says that she only wants him.
He only wants her.
I'm not surprised. He says he only wants her. I don't believe him.
They don't have nothing in common. She don't even like his outfit. She don't know nothing about it. She don't understand it. You know,
we'll never find out because he got dumped. She feels their connection grows day by day. I mean, honestly, I was just like, unless she walking with him tomorrow, I think it's another Hannah Pepe situation.
She'll be in somebody else's bed
soon. Right. Like Trinity said, you won't be single long, girl.
Right.
Because Trinity knows what's coming next.
Yes.
The rest of y'all don't.
Trinity knows ball.
She knows what's going on.
Both says that Sincere is going to be great on traders.
Oh.
He gonna get banished in a minute because they gonna catch him in his lies. They gonna
let them hands go up and that hair go down. They know he lying.
Yeah. We were saying that Sean should also do traders because I think he would do well.
I think Sean would do well.
Yeah. But yeah, he's gonna be great on Trader. Casey, Bryce, and Soul chat, and she's still upset because everybody was closed off, and now Casey feels bad. It's like, damn, I
was
did
like,
that.
here we go.
And I was like, you did not do this to her.
Right. Why is it your responsibility?
Why is it your responsibility? He's like, well, I just feel like I played a part in that. I was like, you didn't play a part in that.
If you
like,
did
'cause
not
I didn't
want
really
her,
give her a chance.
you just didn't want her. It's okay.
So I was just so confused because I'm like, why are you feeling guilty about? Why are you letting people, allowing people to like make you feel guilty about? And again, I just can't figure out if it's his age or what, because I feel like at some point when you don't want something, and I've had to go through this, and again, it did take me a while. When you are at a no, you need to just express that you're at a no and just stay at your no.
And then they'll stop asking you.
And then they will stop asking. Don't allow people to convince you that it's a yes when you know deep inside it's a no.
Yeah.
And I just feel like maybe he's at that age where like he hasn't developed that skill yet. That you can't allow people to guilt trip you. You can't allow people to talk you into stuff. You can't allow people to make you out to be something because you stood on a decision that was best for you.
Right.
Because you know who stood on what they wanted in that conversation? Bryce.
Yes.
Like he was just like, yeah, I hate that for you.
I hate it.
You
Because
know?
honestly, like, especially in your family, like I've had family members where I'm just like, oh, Mika she constantly just like does whatever she wants to, and then will convince me I'm the bad person for doing what I want to. And then you start taking it to heart because you're like, oh, so am I really the bad person because I know what I want and I know what I don't want, but they like have this feeling about me that I should want what they're saying rather than what I'm feeling? At some point you have got to just stick your head in it and say, I am sorry. I don't care how you feel. That's how I feel.
Yeah, and then just like for him, if you really, truly, genuinely don't want that girl, then you should have just been like upfront and just been like, hey, if you would have came in earlier, maybe we could have seen what it could have been because I wouldn't have known Anaya as long. But what I got with her is something that I want to keep figuring out, and I don't want to, I'm good.
I'm good.
Because we'll hear people say that all the time. Like, if you would have came in earlier, like I truly feel
earlier at the beginning. What we hear
Serena and Casa. He was like, I feel like if I would have came in earlier, maybe. Now I don't necessarily because I think the girl was in love, but you might have gotten in her head a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it would have still been Cordell for her, but if he would have came in earlier, maybe by the time Jacoby came in, Serena won't take but nobody.
Because Jacoby, again, he was an older guy who knew what he wanted, right?
Yeah.
Like he knew that, from his experience that Serena was the type of woman that he was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So for him, he knew what he wanted, and he just felt like it was a misconnection for him. Yeah. And I feel like that's kind of so, like, I feel like she knew what she wanted, right? And it just, there was no opening there.
Yeah.
Right.
And so she feels like this is a misconnection, but that, like, this is the game.
Yes.
Eunice says, but Sol wasn't specifically talking about Casey in that conversation, nor did she initiate it. I don't know if she wasn't talking about Casey in that situation, because she keeps saying that that everybody was closed off, and he's like in one of the most closed off situations there.
I think everybody's just assuming that it's Casey because it didn't seem like there was anybody else that she would
have explored with.
Kind of looking at, like she mentioned she liked Corbin's kiss, but then we never really saw her and Corbin chatting. We will see her and Casey chat. It just wasn't getting flirty. Like flirtatious vibe. It was just like on a friendship level, but she wasn't talking to Bryce like that. She wasn't talking to Zach. Like she wasn't talking to those types of guys who were also in closed off things. So the person that she was probably talking about was probably KC.
And also talking about Sincere because it was a missed opportunity because he was already closed off as well.
Those are the two guys that she was talking about.
Him. So while one actually expressed to her, no, it's not going to be you because it's always going to be her. The other said, hey, it could be you.
Right.
And then said, no, it is you because I'm done with her and I'm focusing on you. And he basically was lying. Right. So that it's like two sides of the different coin. One told her the truth and one didn't. But ultimately, both were in the same situation. Both did not want that girl. That's what I keep saying.
I agree.
Because if you wanted her, you would have pursued her, honestly.
Mm-hmm. And that's going to be you better get ready. That's going to be a main question that you're going to get in every interview, buddy.
Yes. America has been voting. Ari walks out. And 4 couples are safe. Mm-hmm. And y'all knew the 4 couples that were safe, right?
Yes,
like, did y'all have a different 4 couples?
No.
I had Kata and Zach and Melanie and Sincere. I was just like, I didn't see a lot of tweets saying I voted for them, but also that's just Twitter. You have Facebook, you got TikTok, you got Reddit, right? Like if all these other social media platforms that might have been pushing them a bit more. I felt like one of them was definitely in the top 3. I just felt like that 4th spot was shaky, depending on how many people voted for Sol and Caleb.
Yeah. And then we got the bottom 3, which was Jen and Gabe, Kenzie and Corbin, Sol and Caleb. Yeah. And at this point, we get a True Love Island dumping where we get the bottom 3. They're split by boys and girls. And we have to have the Islanders choose which 2 Islanders will be going home. Mm-hmm. And this year, the boys had to choose a girl and the girls had to choose a boy. Mm-hmm. And the girls kind of go back and forth. Again, Corbin has a connection with Kenzie. Gabe, they feel like, is waiting for someone to come in. And Caleb hasn't had a fair shot. They feel like, so with the boys, they felt like Jen and Gabe were real comfortable. So it sounded like they wrote them off early. But Sol is looking for something. And the only person who could give it to her potentially was KC. So again, Zach asked, well, if we keep her, are you going to explore her?
Yes, you, because none of us are.
Because none of us are. And Casey says, okay, fine. Yes, I will explore with her, I guess.
Well, no, that's what you're taking from it, but that's not what he said. He said, yes, I will explore her. We are thinking he meant it like, oh, okay, I'll do it, I guess. But that's not how they edited to come across in the show.
And then, like I said, they specifically left out whatever else he said.
You give me whatever the wording he was that said, because that's what I wrote down.
What did I write down?
Oh, you wrote that down because you was feeling it. He just said yes.
No, I wrote that down because I had it on 3 to 4 times speed. So that's what I wrote.
I just wrote, however, KC tells the boys he wanted to explore if they keep her, since he gave her the short end of the stick. That's what I wrote. Did I freeze again?
And
no.
Oh, sorry.
I was just trying to process.
That's why I was waiting for the discussion. I think we're all processing what you're saying.
You know, I've been freezing all night.
Yeah, but even when you freeze, we can hear you.
Oh.
It's just the first time when you froze, you were actually like you were tweaking. So
okay.
But when you came out, dipped out and came back, you were fine. You just been freezing off and on. But I've been doing the same thing. So I that's what I'm saying. So you wrote down one thing and I wrote down one thing. I'm not sure what the difference between what we wrote is. So
if I say he's gonna have to explain that because they purposely left out whatever else comes out because the boys still sent her home. So the last thing we hear is that you say I'll explore, and then Sincere goes, so I said, "Oh, okay, never mind."
Which I mean, I already knew was coming when they like I knew the boys were about to say soul.
Yeah.
Yep. You could
So
tell that Casey was like looking all sad and defeated. I knew it was going to be Soul because it was almost like he was pouting, like he was like sad, like I don't understand why he has to take ownership of her experience.
I don't know.
I mean, I was watching it 2-3 times speed, so I don't know if I saw pouting, but
No, he was doing his little eye roll thing, his little thing. He was.
And again, we said last episode that we don't know if that was, and we can't tell if that was what was happening right there in the moment. So
I know Mika, I know, but I'm telling you, his actions do not support.
Again, I'm going to be very, you know me, I will be very consistent. If I say it about somebody else, I'm going to say it about this situation. We don't, they edit this show however they feel like to edit again. So I said it about Kenzie yesterday. So why would I not say it about Casey today?
That's true, because some people felt like it was a laugh, and some people felt like it was just a, oh, this is weird. This is, so that is true too. I don't like, back to what we were saying. I don't understand why. Again, if you don't want her and you just feel like, dang, I kind of caused her not to have a good experience, you got to let that go. Like, because you're going to end up messing up your own experience.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't please everybody, and you're going to end up pleasing nobody.
And that's why your butt still is impressed.
You about to be sad yourself. She's still gonna be sad, and now Anaya gonna be you trying to please everybody, and you're gonna please nobody. Because why do you keep saying that? I gave her the short end of the stick. I didn't give her an opportunity to explore with me, so I guess I did that. You know what I mean? You're like feeding into her, saying, because everybody was closed off. So then he hears her say that, and then he takes it on and is like, yeah, I was, and and all this stuff. So I gave her the short end of the stick. Either you're going to explore her or you're not, and stop saying something about it. Like, it's over. It's done. It's done.
If you wanted to explore her, you had ample time to explore. So it's just like you're just saying words and making yourself spiral over something that isn't anything.
And if I was Anaya, I would get tired. That would get on my nerves, because if it come back to me one more time, I'm telling you,
movie night.
Come back to me one more time. Now you was over there sad because you wanted to keep her, because you wanted to explore, and you said if they kept her, you would explore. I would be like, no, you just told me you ain't want to explore her no more.
Because if I was Anaya and Zach or whoever comes to me and says that, I'm gonna be like, oh, so she's your what if?
Exactly.
Because if you have what ifs, I don't need to be with you. We ain't doing this. Go get your what if.
Right.
Yeah.
And you got me thinking that right before Casa.
Dead it. Finding somebody in Casa. Bye. That's what he's doing. If I say he don't know what's about to happen, you messing yourself up.
Exactly.
Mary feels like the bottom three and letting the Islanders choose let a lot of nonsense open. That's how Austin lasted for so long, because she does not believe Jeremiah was the bottom person. And I said, I do.
They told us, Mary.
They told us.
They said that him and Hannah were the bottom in the boat.
And
so they're going home regardless.
Yeah. So, and again, I don't think they thought that they were going to send Jeremiah home.
Yes, that's why they did. So whenever we see them do fave couple and then they split the couples, it's because whoever was that bottom couple, they didn't want to go home. Right. Jeremiah was at the bottom. They're like, you know what? Never mind. Let's just.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like I think we can probably figure the bottom was probably Kenzie and Corbin or Soul and Caleb, and they wanted to save somebody out of them.
Yeah. Because if it was Jen and Gabrielle, they would have just said
They just would have let them go.
Yeah.
She would have said, and the bottom couple that America voted is whatever, right? Like, she would have just said it and they would have went home.
So, then we get to the girls, and basically everything the girls were saying, while most of it could be between two people, I was like, no, they sent a Gabe home.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they started talking, I was like,
Yes.
I was like, Gabe.
And it's like all of that is Gabe.
Here go the
Yep.
boys. Corbin?
And I was like, this is the
And
difference.
they mad. Sincere and Casey get mad. Like,
They were mad. They were already mad. I was like, first off, Corbin won't even an OG.
thank you.
Y'all should be mad about Gabrielle.
But now Corbin them became each of their friends because they barely talking to each other.
Still.
I need that to stop, by the way.
I just, ew. I mean, none of those boys are really his friends. So he needs to look to that, first of all. But yeah.
So then the girls basically say that they dumped Gabe, as we discussed earlier. And the boys start tweaking. And we get a preview for tomorrow night where the guys are flipping out and the girls are basically over it.
Yeah.
And because honestly, no matter who they would have sent home, these people probably would have had a problem with.
They wouldn't have had a problem with
Not
Caleb.
Caleb.
They would have hugged
Because
him
I think
and said,
if it was
man, that was
flipped,
messed up. You ain't
The
get a
boys,
chance. Take
the
care.
boys would have sent Caleb home.
Which is why they did not allow the boys to choose.
Yeah. But I think production wants to keep Caleb. If you notice, they posted Caleb's letter
Right.
online. Who else's letter has been posted?
Soul and Melody. They placed the people who were in the triangles letters. So they did Soul, Melanie, and
The Love Island page?
Yeah, Soul, Melanie, and Sincere. And then they did Caleb.
I thought that page that you had sent me that did that wasn't Love Island.
Oh no, that was Pop Somebody.
Yeah,
that was Pop Somebody.
So Love Island also, because I was only seeing the screen grab of their posting of Caleb. I didn't know they posted more people's.
So,
oh, maybe they didn't. I sent it. It was from Pop, but I thought the Pop.
Yeah, Pop had everybody, but I think they only posted Caleb.
Pop didn't have everybody. That's what I was saying.
No, I mean the three. You know, the love triangles.
Oh, yeah.
So, do we think that this dumping is going to impact these couples going into Casa?
The dumping might not. The argument might.
Yeah.
The fallout. I don't think. Yeah, I think it's gonna be the fallout.
Do we think that Jen is gonna leave with Gabe?
No.
Girl, no.
She'd be stupid if she did that.
No. She gonna get her eggs cracked by somebody else to come up in there. That's another Hannah who cries, but then 2 days later.
Because I already feel like she's not by even when she was sitting there and she was just like, dang, now I'm gonna be single and vulnerable. That was her first thought.
Yes.
It wasn't
Pretty like, no, you're not. No, you're not.
Yeah. Did she even cry? Like I'm not be single.
She didn't cry. No, she didn't cry. She was only thinking about herself. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. Not to have a conversation, she might, show something, but I don't see her leaving with that man.
Yeah.
Joyful Ruby says it's just rude to make a fuss after the fact. I hated it when the guys did that about the girl saving Janae. Yeah, same.
And now they're doing it about the girls sending home Gabby. They can't win. It don't matter. Now, if they had flipped it, who do we think the girls would have sent home? Would it still been Soul?
Or Jen. I don't know which one.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
But even though Kenzie doing a lot, they wouldn't have sent home Kenzie either.
They were never sending home Kenzie.
Yeah.
And I actually wouldn't put past them to send either Soul or Jen home.
So yeah.
Especially if they're thinking the guys were gonna keep
Gabe and Corbin.
Yeah. So yeah. Chantel says it's going to give all the boys a free pass to act a fool in Casa because they're mad at their girls. Yes.
Chaos.
Woo-hoo. Happy for it.
Y'all asking for drama.
Joyful Ruby says, I hate that Ari always says single and vulnerable, even when she's about to say dumped in the next
I know.
Doing
single, vulnerable,
and dump
therefore dump her now.
I'm just like, I don't need it now. Just no.
So what do you think Sunday's episode is gonna be? Cause like, okay, so tomorrow Friday is gonna be the fallout.
Mm-hmm.
So what
Sunday
are they gonna do on Sunday?
has to be either dates or
Another game.
a game, or they like tiptoe their way to Casa.
Yeah, like we see them go into Casa by the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Whoever
Or
leaves
we
the
see
villa.
one part of the villa in Casa. So like either the boys and then the girls in the next one.
Mm-hmm. And do y'all think we're gonna meet the Casa people on Saturday?
And
No,
after
I
Sun,
think
they
they
haven't
because
previewed
of the
After
format.
Sun.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm surprised they haven't previewed After Sun, but you know, last time they spoiled that Beatrice got.
So that's what I'm saying. They might not be putting anything out. So we might see who the bombshells are. Well, the Casa people are on Saturday.
I don't think so. I think they just gonna do it totally. I don't think they're gonna. What you talking about to come on there with Sierra and Taffy?
Yeah.
I
Like
don't
last
know.
year.
I just get that they're trying to
Not
do
last
something
year, but-
new with the way that they have them. So I don't know.
But it might not be like them physically. They're like, we might see their pictures, or they might say like, these are the Casa girls, these are the Casa boys.
Maybe so.
A little like sneak preview of like who's coming, because they didn't really give us any like footage like that the first After Sun, like anything like behind the scenes or what's to come or anything.
They didn't give
maybe,
us nothing.
So
they
maybe even Ari comes up there and she's like, these Casa people, get ready. Like, you know, like they might give us a little something.
Yeah, maybe.
So you think that best friend that's been online is gonna be the one talking to Soul when we see her get her phone back? And girl, she gonna be like, girl, I've been online windmilling for you. I've been trying to tell other people. Like, you think that's who she gonna talk to when she get her phone back?
I don't know, maybe. I mean, that is, she's already been online, because the friend that Beatrice talked to, I saw her TikToks online too. So, yeah.
Kate says, I'm so ready for Casa, but because I want these relationships tested, we need some shakeups.
Yeah. Well, yeah, probably. Like, do we think anybody will come right back? Like, they ain't gonna do nothing.
Anaya is a possibility of not doing anything. She's a possibility. Not doing enough. Like, she might flirt with a guy or whatever, but she not gonna kiss or nothing. I just, I can see her being like, I'm not kissing anybody. I'm trying to be respectful and
I think it's hard because Casa is like 3 or 4 days, and I think for Anaya, unless she finds somebody who is like her type to like AT, I don't think she'll ever be comfortable to just
too quick
to be that quick with somebody.
Yeah.
From what I've gathered of her. Can't say it won't happen, just saying that I can't see it happen.
Right. She's my one girl that I'm like, probably won't. Might entertain, might even sleep in the bed. But ain't gonna go no further than that.
Yeah.
I want to know what Trinity's gonna do. I want her to be 22 and act 22 and live her best life. But I don't know.
I don't know if that's what we're getting with Trinity. Trinity is up in the air for me.
Yeah, Trinity's up in the air. I feel like if somebody that really just like Kata's like,
Kata gives Nicole to me. Kata will dibble dabble,
but
probably not go right back to Zach.
But at least like talk a little bit, whatever. Kind of like Leah too, might get a little kiss outside the challenge, but because she's gonna be like, I know Zach over there doing something.
Yeah.
What
about Melanie? Now this is a wild card too, because
she is my true.
I'm gonna be respectful and I'm not gonna be doing all that stuff.
Because I can definitely see some guy coming in and really laying it on Melanie.
I think Melanie will not do something unless they send her a postcard or a video.
And we're gonna see tit for tat.
Oh my God, they're gonna really, and they're gonna do just that. They know to set her off. They already know to.
They're gonna do that, or they're gonna get somebody to get in her ear. Like her, but Sincere. You really he over there being faithful. He ain't doing nothing. Yeah. And then she's gonna get in her head a little bit.
Mary feels like she should embrace being Mackenzie and bring a Jalen back. That was a season 2.
I'd be fine with that.
Situation.
Now it's me.
I feel like
Was
Kenzie.
I frozen?
Kenzie, I think, is just gonna be Kenzie, and she's pretty much, if there's a bunch of guys on her, she'll be entertaining them and then go back to Corbin like she did here.
I think so too.
Who did I miss?
Just Jen.
Jen has no reason not to
So
entertain.
she should.
Yeah.
Jen
For the
Yeah,
boys,
she
I
should.
think I don't put nothing past none of them. honestly.
everybody could.
Nothing. Right.
Everybody is starting at a smooth 60-40 and it just goes up.
Yes.
Because all of them they could all mess around and come back by themselves. Yeah.
Yes.
Something.
Jay says Anaya will be my good girl, but my girl Trinity is who I hope will get just a little loose. Yeah, that's how I feel.
Just a
I hope so,
little
too.
bit. Because I just, I see everybody being like, that's my ship. But I'm like, you sure?
Yes.
I don't see it.
I don't see it. Like, I just don't. It's
Me
still,
neither.
like, even today, it's still gay friends. Even with them kissing in the bed, I was just like,
It gives
The vision's
so
not
much fun.
visiting for me, so I don't know.
yeah.
Dreadful Ruby says I want people to show some people to definitely don't want all solid couples going into Casa. That would be worst of the worst. That wouldn't be a show.
But you do want solid because that's what kind of makes
But
you be like,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
playing with fire.
both
Then
of them
if everybody
to-
goes in uneasy, it's gonna be easier to.
yeah.
The
Then
consequences aren't as heavy.
Then that's how you get 50 billion people brought back. Because
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Remember season 6? Nicole was like, "It's hella people up in this bitch."
yeah,
Remember, it was like everybody brought somebody back. And she
yeah.
was like,
Well, I mean, all the guys basically brought somebody back because that's what they thought this show was about.
It's
So,
about. Yeah. But this wouldn't be the first season that we have like 4 solid couples going in, 5
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah.
It ain't the first.
I mean, because
no
honestly,
couples broke up.
we had season 5. We had what, 3?
You had season 5. You had Keenan and KK, Marco and Hannah, Leo and Cassie, and Kenzo and Carmen.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 4. So 4 really solid couples.
And
That
then technically, like Destiny and What You Do weren't solid, but when they
They
came
were
back,
alright.
it was like, oh, you switched up. Oh, you switched up. So there was some drama.
So it was like really like solid couples, and then it was like people were just shocked at the shit that the men did, and even some of the women, even though it's like, I don't know why y'all are shocked at Carmen. She's been doing this all season. Cassie, it's like Cassie at this point, we know she should, because Leo is currently fucking her over, and I wish KK would, because Keenan is currently fucking her over. So the only couple that ended up coming out unscathed was Hannah and Marco.
Yeah.
I mean,
Even though
technically,
it was
Kenzo
his
and Carmen.
ex-girlfriend came back.
They
They
stayed
thought
together.
that was gonna be a bomb.
Oh yeah,
but
Yeah. He let her, what she did, he let it go.
yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. We could see people like do what Carmen did, where she entertained 2 guys, including Rob, when she really didn't have any interest in them, but she entertained hard.
She did.
And then left their asses in Casa.
Mhm.
And Kenzo entertained no one.
Yeah.
He came right back to her and was fine with what she did.
And then you had with season 3, you had Shannon and Josh. Kira and Will. Even though Cash and Tico weren't together, there was still stuff.
Yeah, there was
So
stuff.
it still caused drama when she came back with Charlie.
That's
Yeah.
the best like thing that I've ever seen was her walking down the stairs with that man and Tico's face. To this
Cracked.
day.
Cracked.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then same with season 2. You had Justine and Oh Boy, Sally and Oh Boy, Maura and Oh Boy, Mackenzie and Oh Boy. Right? Like they all had Oh Boy.
Jeffrey says where you met Taylor season 5, and I think that's what people hope is gonna happen for Taylor.
Yeah.
Not me though. I want him to go home. Jeff Ruby says it was the only good thing for season 5 for me. Same.
And that red dumping or whatever it was called.
Mary says if Kenzie hogs the Casa Boys, I'm going to be mad. I will be mad as well.
I need them all to come in and say I don't do blondes. But wait, somebody has to because Jen. Dang. Hope Jen gets the guy who wants the blonde.
Blonde. Yeah. Exactly. Makes sense. Yeah. You choose her.
Yeah. She's not pissing me off as much.
No.
Right.
I will be honest. I'm interested to see what Jen brings now that she's out of that Gabe situation.
Mm-hmm.
And there is no soul.
And there's no soul.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am too. Because she was going back and forth between Kenzie and Soul.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if we're going to see a shift in her at all. Now that Soul's gone. I do.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I want to see.
And I don't know if Jen actually likes Corbin, so I could also see her encouraging Kenzie to be on her bullshit too.
Well, she was pushing Kenzie to go back to Corbin.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, she didn't want to be the only one humping.
Yeah. I mean, she had Kata.
But Kate only does it in a highway.
That's true. He only gets a little hand job in the room. So yeah.
Kate feels that Jen might get her man at Casa and bring him on back. Yeah.
Yeah, she might.
So it will be an interesting dynamic because honestly, we don't know like how they're going to introduce Casa to these people.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Who do we want to leave the house?
The girls. I always want the girls to leave the house.
But they left the house last year.
And I know that's not going to happen. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I always want the girls to leave the house because I feel like when they are stuck in their beds,
they're in that headset, mindset of like, yeah, that is true.
But again, girls left season 5, stayed season 6, left season 7. More than likely, they will be staying for season 8.
Most likely,
and I hate watching the boys head off to Casa. I literally wanted to like dump water over all of them season 6 when they were with them suitcases. Yes.
We gotta fly.
They had them.
Both says I don't get why Bryson's being mad that Gabriel's gone.
They just want something to fuss about. They just want something to fuss about.
They did not have control in it.
Yeah, because they were the most upset, at least in the preview, from what Trinity said or Kata, whichever one was talking.
Because she said, Kata was like, "Did you hear them?" They were like, "Oh, because the girls aren't going to get any breakfast in the morning." And she was like, and then Trinity was like, "You want to talk about it? You can come over here." Or somebody said like, "You can come over here if you got something you want to like ask."
I heard them said that whoever cares they could leave with Gabe. That's all I heard.
I did hear that too.
Yeah, they were not having it. They're like, "Why are the guys mad?
How you threatening? How you threatening not to make me breakfast?" And
what
you mean, who are you speaking for? When you say the girls, are you speaking for you and Bryce? Because if I was a Naya, I'd be like, "Oh, did Casey say that? Like, well, who you speaking for?"
Yep.
Because you still have PTSD from season 6 Casa. Yeah, no. I don't. I'm gonna be very honest. I want Casa, but I also do not want to watch the boys in Casa.
Yeah.
Like, I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
Because we're getting what's the game?
The raunchy races. I hate it. I always skip it. Can't be bothered.
I'll take those notes.
Like I hate that when the boys get control of the game because it just normally grosses me out.
Yeah.
And then, oh, you talking about when you got the phone tells you like the tallest
Yeah, that
guy.
one. Yeah, raunchy races.
If they do that, I want them to send like who it was.
The girls
To the
be
girl.
knowing who it is though.
The girls we know it because they're like, well, my guy is the tallest guy, or my guy has
Yeah.
different tattoos, or
Yeah.
my guy.
Like
Like
they don't know like who if they're kissing the same person every time.
Right, yeah, they don't know.
So you want them to say who kissed who, like Caleb kissed
Jennifer.
Ariana, or
Yeah.
Corbin kissed Maya, or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like if there's like certain questions come up, you're just like, well, dang, he was kissing so and so a few times.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Or so and so, like your man and my man, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Ruby's likely just easier for the guys to pack up.
It is.
It
is.
And they got to pack up the girls' makeup and all, yeah, it is.
Very, very fair. Yeah, boys are do too much every single time.
Every time.
Seriously, season 5 traumatic. Season 6 traumatic. Season 7 was annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of how they did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just angry at how they did it. I thought it was like
Season 5 was interesting because they opened up the hideaway.
Yeah, like that was just weird.
That was an interesting one. I was like, I didn't feel like we needed the hideaway. Like you had people exploring. You didn't need to open up the hideaway.
Again, Hideaway season 5 was a character. Like it was a character in the entire season storyline.
And Leo still hung in the room.
Yeah.
Even with the hideaway open.
Even with the hideaway open. So I'm trying to think. Season 4 was
4 was the hideaway in Casa. 5, the hideaway was a character. But in 4, they opened it up in Casa. That's how we got Chaz and Phoebe. No. What's the girl name? Whoever the girl that he didn't pick to bring back.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah. So that was 4. And then we had some mess with like Isaiah. And then on the other side, you had Deb.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And Nija. Yeah, so people were the girls. Some of the girls were entertaining. Some of the guys were entertaining on 4. It was a balance on 4.
Yeah. So seriously,
same with 3. It was a balance.
Season 2, Casa was great.
Mm-hmm.
Season 3, Casa, while it was a bit boring while they were in Casa, the I feel like what we got from it, was good consequences. And then I think season 1 didn't have Casa, so it would be very interesting how they start this, because I think how they start it is how it will set the tone of what we're about to see. So
they said they got big twists. So
I don't need doors opening to Casa.
What if the big twist is like Love Island All Stars?
The UK people?
No, no. Just like people who've been on Love Island, like fan favorites.
Okay.
I don't want that.
I don't know if I want that. I already watched them in Casa too. Like I don't need that.
I don't want that.
Like if they throw in some people that we know, not the whole Casa group is like 5 girls that we already know.
Think right now people I would want in Casa. Like if that was the case, like what All Stars? Let's strictly stick with US that you would want to come back for Casa for these girls.
I don't want anybody. I don't want that. So I don't want that.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody I would want.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably some that would go for not Anaya and not Trinity. That could come back. But
Carrington would head straight for Kata.
Yeah.
Straight for Kata.
He would.
Uh,
Definitely. Who is single?
that's what I'm saying. I'm like spouting out who's single. I know Garrett is single because he just came off a All Stars with broke up with Helena.
Mm,
Y'all talking about people in the UK?
No, I said you here.
U.S.
I said you here.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, I said U.S.
U.S.
So I'm
people
trying to think of who is single.
and the U.S. that they could bring in.
Um, Yemen and Weston. No,
Yemen is still with
Yemen's
What?
still with Wit.
We ain't seen Weston in years.
We ain't seen Weston in a while. I think he was on something, but then Chantel says some people are saying that maybe Casa for the U.S. girls will go to the U.K. Casa and vice versa. And again, stuff that I do not want.
They're gonna fly them over there
That's
and
what
then
they
fly
think.
them back.
Yeah, that's what they think.
I
That's
don't
far though.
That's a lie.
That's far, and that's a lot of visa work.
That's a lot of visa work.
No, no thanks.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. So I'm perfect match this year. Yeah. Um.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, bring in regular
That
people.
can really
Regular
do
people. Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
don't see nobody that Zach would go for in this group, to be fair.
Dreadful Ruby said, "Did Zach and Millie break up? They sure did."
Yeah.
The only people who are still together from All Stars is
Scott and Leanne.
Scott and Leanne,
Yemen
Lucinda
and Wit.
Vaughn, and Yemen and Wit. And we're not sure if Yemen and Wit are in a relationship. We just know that they are still somewhat together.
Something.
Yeah.
The other two are boyfriend and girlfriend, like actual relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't miss anybody else, right?
No, it's just the three.
Just three.
Yeah. Everybody else broke up or is dating people not from All Stars.
Right. So I I was hoping for more bombshells, but at this point, give up the ghosts, get us to Casa. Let's do this.
Because I'm like, even if they're bringing, like, say a bombshell comes in tomorrow, there's no coupling. It's just you bringing in somebody.
Yeah.
I don't think they're bringing in bomb. I think we need to I don't think they're bringing in a bombshell.
Yeah. It just doesn't make sense. If they were going to bring in one, it should have been today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is that they normally would bring in a bombshell by now.
Yeah, they would have.
I think they got stuck in a loophole at somewhere because we did seem to spend extra days with these bombshells.
That I don't think we. I mean, I really do think it's the EP passing,
which is possible.
I think it because it was around the same time, so I think that threw some stuff off. Yeah, it's not like it was an intern that passed.
Yeah,
it's an EP.
So this says that Gabe and Soul were dumped day 13. And we do usually go to Casa by day 17.
17?
Yeah. Yep, day 17. So the last 2 seasons has been day 17. So
they were dumped on Monday? And we're just seeing it on Thursday? Because the show started on a Tuesday.
But we voted Tuesday. We voted Tuesday. So they were dumped probably Tuesday, Wednesday.
Because we had to vote first before they could get dumped.
Right. And remember, Fiji is like ahead of us because they're on the other side.
So they were asleep while we were voting.
Correct.
Right. No, I was just going by days, like, from the 2nd to this past Tuesday, that would have been 14 days.
So then they got dumped.
I was just going by when you said day 13, I was just thinking because like 2 full weeks is 14 days. The show started on a Tuesday, which was June 2nd. Mm-hmm. And so this past Tuesday made 14 days that it has been on the air for us. Not saying when they got there, but for us seeing it, it had been 14 days. So I was just trying to think in my head, day 13 would have been Monday, in my mind of it being on air.
Yeah.
So that's why I said that.
Yeah, so they probably are gonna enter Casa maybe day 15 this time around.
Yeah, they might go in a little bit earlier.
So they're already in Casa, we believe.
They probably are already started Casa, yes. Because they dumped them. Fallout is like probably 24 hours. Yeah.
We got what?
And if they're saying that Monday the 22nd they're showing us Casa, they probably already started Casa. Because they're
Yeah, if we're watching day 1 of Casa, they're probably on day 3 of Casa.
Yeah.
And getting ready to come back in.
Right.
Okay.
So
all right. Well, I'm excited for it.
Yeah. So like I said, they basically just didn't send in one group of bombshells.
Yeah.
That's it at this point. So it is what it is. Maybe we'll get it on the back end.
Because Jalen was dumped day 13, and then Hannah and Jeremiah were day 16, and then he went straight to Casa after that. Mm-hmm. So around the same time.
Yeah. So it'll be very interesting how they start this off, because I think that will set the tone of what we are looking for, as long as they do not make these people single and have to explore with these motherfuckers, because again, that still didn't work last year. These people did not care.
And did not.
So I would rather organically watch them create mess or not, than to force them to have to create mess that again is going to mess up when they actually come back into the situation, because then we really didn't get a payoff last season. And they almost sent home Alandria like twice, and which was stupid. Nick once. Like it was dumb. I don't want it. So
yeah, just let it be. Let them go over there. Give the games, send a video or a postcard if somebody's acting up, and just let us have a regular Casa. Mm-hmm. This group clearly don't know what's going on, so just let them be.
Yeah.
Don't try to overproduce.
Good men. And I ask that. I mean, they might be wasted, but still.
They might be wasted, but at least try. Because if they don't at least look good, the girls definitely ain't gonna look.
Like that's the part that pisses me off. Y'all be sending in bustas and acting like these girls aren't trying. Who did you send for them to try with?
Right.
That's my frustration. And then y'all send the most gorgeous women into Casa for these men to play around with. That's the problem. They think it's because everybody needs to be going into Casa acting like they single. No.
Bring in actual people. They need to go over to Netflix and be like, okay, who do y'all got from Temptation Island that are rejects?
Stuff like that.
I think
bring them over here, because the whole job of a Casa person is to tip you. Right. Now, if you bite, that's on you. And then some people do find their lover in there. But it's to tempt you.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you, ladies. It is almost 1:30, so did we lose Miss T-Joy? Thank you for joining us. So you guys can find Miss T-Joy at Miss T-Joy Instagram and Threads, and Facebook and YouTube at Miss T-Joy 1334. And she's back ish. And you can find Danita. I just told the people where to find you, Miss T-Joy.
Okay.
You can find Danita at Nita Pie and Short and Sweet and the Nita Faith TV. And you can always follow me here, make sure you're subscribing to me on YouTube, kids, just in case. You want to know when we go live, you get your notifications so you can hop on in here in the comments with us live. We will be back tomorrow to chat live about, I mean,
Whatever
this
the outcome about to be.
that's about to come down with this vote. And you can follow me on Entertainment Color, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook, and Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. And yeah, so we will be back tomorrow. And then hopefully we will be headed to Casa Amor on Sunday. But until then, folks, thank you for joining us. And I will see you next time.